Last time on Beast World, our party of somewhat fresh adventurers. Forgot to mute the other tab. Continue to delve into this recently formed dungeon. After dealing with a small nest of spiders, they stumbled across a larger room with several pillars adorning a ring-like formation. In the central pillar, a poem, or perhaps a riddle, written in some form of iambic pentameter in the Venusian language. Islands quake in the distance. Banners of iron conceal their pain. Wrath scorned with persistence. A grand design made plain. Iset is the one who reads the scripture aloud, unaware that doing so revealed the keeper of the dungeon, a giant flaming skull. The boned horror descended upon the party in a storm of fire and flames, seeking to burn the intruders from its newly acquired halls. The group managed to think on their toes, keeping spread out to avoid the brunt of the skull's major fireball attack before Ignatius struck the killing blow against the fiend, crumbling the keeper to dust. Sensing this was the end of the dungeon, a chest revealed itself packed with party spoils and loot galore, enough to get a fresh team of delvers on their way. Returning to the surface, the party are greeted once more by Glenn and Cicero. The Silver Fox is excited to see them back so soon and alive. He takes note of everything they've learned in their first delve together. Cicero informs the group that they should delve together, and that if they do, he will personally fund their very first wagon. Glenn also mentions that because of their heroics, they are personally welcome to stay at the Bristle Inn anytime they wish. The next morning, Cicero keeps his promise and delivers the crew a fresh Rocksteady wagon model with a bit of rations stored aboard. The party also meets Deidre, Vegas's manager, who informs him that his first show match is booked in the capital of Louvain. Cicero also hands over a lead he happens to be sitting on regarding a possible dungeon sighting in the town of Dole, written by one Samson Rhines. The party begins their journey towards Dole. Their destination, only a few days' travel remaining. And here we are. So, if I recall, it is March 17th now, and you had just crossed over a bridge through the Gentle Rock Rapids. And from here, can I get perception checks from the whole party?
Oh boy.
I'm so good at perceiving.
I see
Kind of
everything.
great at video games.
Look at these nut 20s.
People's
Let's go.
dice keep rolling over my button.
Damn, okay, that noise I have isn't very loud.
I heard it. I'll have to
Alright,
tune it for you.
Yeah.
let's see. So we got two natural 20s, total 23 and 25. I will definitely say Iset and Aspen. You notice that as you are moving through the area, you can hear, in the not too far distance from you, the very loud, like, continuous roaring sound. At first you think it's possibly an animal of some sort, but just because of the sheer volume of it. But because of its constant, persistent noise that it's producing, it's clearly got to be something else. And you may suspect that there are some kind of fall further down the river. Something very deep. The rest of you notice that on the way through, or at least Eski and Vanya, who I imagine are keeping eyes out, that the local wildlife in this area seems to be somewhat sparse. which is a little unusual for a water source like this.
Like how unusual? Like worryingly unusual? Or...
I don't know if it's worrying levels, but normally during the day, you would occasionally see some animals. You have seen some beasts, but not as many as you would normally expect to see.
Could it be because of the wagons? Kind of loud.
It's possible.
I'm gonna keep an extra eye out just in case. Be a bit more
Alright.
vigilant.
Skip over. So, packing up the camp for the night and continuing on to Dole. That is still the plan, correct?
Believe so.
Yep.
There's a waterfall here, yes, but I don't think there's much we can do with that currently.
Alright. So I know Priest was driving one of the wagons. Did we have Vegas as manager doing the other one? Or was somebody
That's what-
else?
No, it was my manager.
Okay. Alright. Priest. Give me a drive check. That you can use, I believe, con or intelligence.
I
And
can
you
use
can
Constitution
add-
for the.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
okay.
add your proficiency bonus.
That would just be an ability check then if it's adding my proficiency. No, it wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't normally add the proficiency, so just add whatever your proficiency bonus is, which is probably +2.
That is correct.
Yeah.
I don't have proficiency bonus offhand for a driving skill, so just add 2 to this roll.
Yes, so pretty good.
Money.
Nice.
All right.
See, it turns out he's a lot better at driving when it's not his intelligence score that's being used.
All right. With a bit of luck and the path being relatively clear, you make it through the day unbothered. If we want to make... Let's see, I'm trying to estimate how many days it's going to take for you to reach.
It's like maybe 3.
Yeah, it's 3.
Two.
Unless we push the last day, but then we're risking exhaustion on the animals, right?
So that would have
It
been...
wouldn't be a problem if we plan to stay in Dole, but
Okay. So... Alright. If anyone is also, I guess, familiar with this area or such and would like to help navigate for Ignatius as well, Ignatius, you can make a survival check with advantage if anyone is able to assist.
Oh, Charlotte's gonna.
what kind of roll?
It'll be a survival check.
It's for Ignatius.
Yes.
Charlotte has lived in Dole, and will be going to Ignatius's wagon the last day. But before she does, she has something to give to Vegas.
Huh?
Oh, wow.
I'm giving Vegas a bar of soap that I bought from the previous camp.
What does that mean?
And she's going to say, "Now, Vegas, I know you work out a lot and you exert a lot, but
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be my husband, and I want you to be in your best behavior and your best position. So please use this. I beg you."
Vegas just takes the bar of soap, but once you turn your back, he's like, and like turns away.
Vegas, good hygiene is important.
I take
And-
care of myself.
And she's gonna say, I've been there a while. And she's going to go to Ignatius's wagon for the last day to just basically explain the roads, the paths to take, like the where's like the fields. So that would be advantage for Ignatius, it seems.
Yep, sounds like it. Did not roll with advantage. Alright, let's try that again.
13 ain't bad. Ooh.
Oh, 17.
Money.
Nice. Alright. Your whole crew managed to navigate their way over towards just the outskirts of Dole. You were a day's travel left away. And as you get closer, you will have to camp for the night one more time before you can properly reach Dole. And from here, I would like to get us in a little camp scene.
Good.
That
Camp.
way, you all can mingle with each other a little bit more before we head into Dole proper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, socializing, my weakness.
Yeah. Hate that for you.
So, with the 17, you were able to find a nice, cozy spot just off the side.
Me with the +5 to survival, twiddling my thumbs.
And setting up
Yeah.
camp, with both your wagons in tow, night falls pretty quickly, but you have plenty of rations or even food supplies if you wish to cook for the night as well.
I was gonna say, Vanya probably just kind of starts cooking the moment they've got the campfire. Everyone's got the campfire going.
There we go.
Backing onto
Distinct
something extra if needed.
Lack of meat being cooked. If anybody wants it, they're gonna have to do it themselves, basically.
He said he's very disappointed with the lack of meat being cooked.
Vegas is always cooking, but by that I mean scheming.
What is he cooking?
General Tso's, baby.
But it's it'd be a bit of a sort of a vegetable stew, basically. Just something simple.
So, I have a question of what phase is the moon at on this evening here?
Oh man, you are asking just the most obscure questions.
He who.
It's in the
Oh,
sky,
yeah.
just
What do
look
you
up.
mean?
Current humidity.
Waxing gumbo.
What's our elevation? Can I get a wind
Mercury's in
speed?
retrograde.
What day is it in real life?
I will say that the moon is about 2/3 waxing right now.
All right. In that case, then, a ski will take the that scroll that she's been studying a bit as of late, and just kind of while the campfire is going, step away from that. Just kind of step onto the wall of one of the wagons and just kind of flip 90 degrees as she walks straight up it and onto the roof and sits down in there where it's a bit dimmer and more just moonlit and starts studying the scroll up there.
So not
They-
subtly at all.
Oh, no, she kind of steps into the shadows, but she also kind of wants people to see.
Okay.
Oh, Vegas sees this and he pogs.
God.
He's like looking at everybody else like, did you guys fucking see that?
Vanya kind of calls out to Usky, like, hey, if you're gonna read that, at least let me help.
I'm sure you'll have the opportunity to back in the wagon sometime later tonight, but at the moment it looks like you're preoccupied, so I'll get in a bit of solo study.
Pouts a little and goes back to stirring.
Charlotte is going to motion over to Ignatius and say, "A time for privacy."
Ignatius is gonna not have paid any attention to the wall walking chicanery, and I'm gonna fucking acknowledge it, and we'll lean over and be like, "All right."
Has she been doing weird things like this since the trip started?
Ignatius is gonna take a look back at the weirdness that's going on. Check back at Charlotte. Yeah, kinda.
Anything threatening?
How far away are you guys when you're talking?
I'm trying to get away from you, especially, Vanya. I'm sorry.
He
I don't
said
think
just
Ignish
perks her ears and says nothing.
Ignatius is
Hee-hoo,
gonna be making
hee-hoo.
no attempt at subtlety. He's just gonna be having this conversation in a normal tone of voice.
So I'm just gonna roll this for the sake of. No, okay.
You know what? Sure.
She's distracted.
I
Oh,
said
no.
you are all ears, quite literally.
Get your damn ears out of the caption, set.
No.
Yeah, Ignatius is gonna be forthcoming about this is just what magical people do, I assume.
It is, but I have the reason to believe that she's been performing the dark arts.
Gonna be another look over the shoulder, back at her, then back at the little worrywart, then back at the spooky lady. What gave you that idea?
I just. She just seemed a little obsessed with particular things while we were down in that dungeon. Something about the way she channels her magic.
I've seen worse.
I'm gonna
Have-
just roll something, don't mind me.
I've covered
Have-
wars, you know.
Oh no. Heh.
Oh my god.
Natural one.
So, Vera, what's she up to?
Trying to sneak up on these two and interject, but not being quite as subtle as I'd hoped to be.
No. In fact, Charlotte, Ignatius, you realize that the Jackal woman in your group has been snooping a little bit closer.
Oh, hi. Has
Hi.
everything been okay yesterday?
Things went well enough. I just kind of spent the day drawing, but
Did Vegas bathe?
I kind of had to push him to do it. But
Is that what that
Okay.
smell is? I thought that was the dungeon still.
Guys, he bathes.
no, that's just him, I'm afraid.
Are we just like unilaterally deciding that
Just-
Vegas
no,
doesn't
you're-
bathe?
Just being gaslit.
Yeah,
alive.
you're gaslighting me. Because,
Vegas
like, he
bathe.
absolutely, in character, absolutely bathes, but you guys are going to make him fucking doubt that. He's, like, constantly going to sniff check himself now, just like in the background of scenes.
Okay, it's just I just
I couldn't help but overhear your worries as well.
it's if Ignatius says that he's seen worse, then that may not be so bad. Well, I mean, did the worse commit terrible things? Looking back to Ignatius.
Paladin's gonna probably not answer for that for a few seconds before just sort of nodding his head in affirmative.
I think things will be handled just fine.
As it is, she's been decently helpful at least, and doesn't seem to be in any danger of turning on us. So there's that.
We just met her.
I've met worse people with friendlier faces.
Likewise.
Charlotte's just gonna go back to her food.
Speaking of food, Dante, are you cooking anything up for the group?
Yeah, Aspen's just gonna kind of be. What sort of. Do the wagons have any cooking facilities?
They would have some very rudimentary cooking utensils and such.
Like your
You
basic pots and pans, kind of.
Yeah, you will probably have to find some way to upgrade your actual cooking station so you can cook inside with relative ease.
Well, lacking that, Aspen's just gonna be gathering stuff up around a campfire and just cooking stuff together. A lot of it is going to be meat based.
Oh, good.
Vanya kind of. I'm glad somebody knows how to cook that stuff. She kind of looks at it uncomfortably as it's being cooked.
Duh, his primary element of diet.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, well, it can go well in this. And she kind of points at the stew.
What is the stew?
It's just like root vegetables, just real simple.
Aspen's probably gonna set aside like a pan of like bacon or something that can just be specifically added to the root vegetable stew if anyone wants it.
Vanya at that point will call out, "It's almost ready if everybody wants to settle with us." Notice you're all kind of talking by yourselves. She kind of watches the group.
Cut to Vegas muttering to himself in a corner.
Dante, make me a survival check real quick.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Survive.
Ooh, that could have been better.
Not bad.
Since
The
they
the
were,
food is adequate.
how's the stew?
Maybe one of these days I should cook something up myself.
It wouldn't hurt. I never bothered to learn it.
What do you cook mostly?
Me?
Yeah.
Relatively simple fare when I'm out in the field, but you know, you teach yourself things over the years.
Or you get forced into a family business. She just kind of giggles to herself awkwardly and goes back to dishing out the stew.
I'm sorry to hear.
Well, you forced yourself back out well enough, didn't you? Husky says, just kind of strolling casually back down the vertical surface of the wagon wall before joining the others for dinner.
Vanya kind of holding a pot of stew out towards
I just want you.
Uske.
I just want you to know, Aspen's not going to say anything about that vertical walking, but she does now. They do now assume that because she can do that, all sheep can do that.
Honest, okay,
No,
you
that's fair.
say that, but like, there is a part of like the ovine feats that says like, as long as it isn't 90 degrees, you can pretty much treat any slope like it's normal terrain.
That's
Congrats,
right.
you are goat.
Goat adjacent.
I wouldn't say
It
Good
makes
Jason.
sense, honestly.
Sheep live in the mountains too, okay? It's not just goats.
I've seen sheep on some pretty crazy inclines.
I wouldn't say I forced
I've seen sheep.
myself out.
I've
of
seen a
it.
sheep.
She looks to Uske. Just kind of said I was going on a journey, and I don't know when I'd come back.
Do you plan on it?
Maybe. I kind of like this delving stuff.
There is still a lot of work to do out there, isn't it?
Oh, this is a question to everybody. Once we're done in Dole, we need to go to Louvain anyway, right?
Mhm.
Well,
Yep.
so when we get there, I heard there's a library in Louvain. I'd like to go.
Oh, we're definitely going.
Good.
How big?
A really big one. as well as
Okay.
some other weird stuff, but I'm more interested in the library.
Vegas shudders at the thought of reading.
It's okay. We're all scared of things we can't do.
Wow.
Can't shower, can't fucking read.
Y'all are fucking mean to me for no reason.
Oh no, there's a really good reason. Because
What?
it's funny.
Oh,
mean,
It's easy and it does a lot of damage.
just wait until I
Psychic
clap
damage
back.
specifically.
Y'all won't recover.
I've never been to Louvain mainly, despite how close this to Dole. I've been too focused with the other delving groups I've been in.
Have you
Never
been
get-
to the Bailick before?
To where?
The Bailick. Aneria.
I'm gonna have to like mentally remember that, like where that is.
The other
That's
side of
the
the
All the way
desert
out
in the
east, yeah.
east.
No,
Bailick of
I haven't.
Armeria.
I haven't been there. I've been to Batyan, but not the desert.
Ah, okay. Where have you been? That's different than
I've been up, up around the mantle. I've been throughout the whole kingdom. I've been through the south coast. Essentially, not too far east, not too far west. I've never been to the Feline Isles, but I really want to go one day.
I haven't had the chance to hit up Alar before, but otherwise I've been more or less everywhere over the years.
Wow.
just kind of looking somewhat impressed as she eats some of her stew.
It's easier to travel around. Forgive me if it's Alamance or Alamance. I won't be
I
dumb.
think
Elements.
it's just kind of a accent
Alamance.
thing.
Yeah.
Alamanky.
Potato, potato.
Alamanche.
Alamance. Anyway,
Mozzarella.
Alamance has a lot of flat land. It's easier to travel, easier to go places. It's tougher to go through desert and mountain.
Oh, yes.
Sand is heavier than one would think.
And you said Dole was home for you, Charlotte.
Yes, my husband lives there.
So it's not home for you.
It is, but I
Mm.
go out delving.
So you didn't grow up in Dole, or you did?
I lived in Port Strega.
Huh.
If I'm asking too much, you can tell me to not.
No. It's fine. I was a little confused with the question.
Oh, okay. It's I've been told by people that visit the Bailick that we ask too many questions sometimes. So
Port Australia, though, you say. I had actually settled down there before I started this whole journey.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't met you, unfortunately, but it is a large place. You can't know everyone of a
Oh,
town so
right.
quickly. Has anyone else been to Dole before?
no, this is
This
actually
is as far
Know
west as I've
yourself.
ever gotten, and I suppose it's the same for you, she says, looking at Vanya.
until I met you, I'd never left the Kazmak.
Well, the search for knowledge can take you far and wide, huh?
Also delving. She gives a big smile.
And now delving.
It was the Bristol Inn we met at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think Dole's a fair bit more south than Aspen's ever been.
Yes, this is the closest to the Venusian border that you have ever been. I don't think you've actually left Oria until recently.
No, it was pretty much a straight shot, basically, towards the Basilian, that kind of area.
So you're probably the furthest person from home at the moment.
Yep.
Fish out of water.
Lucky.
And Vegas, are you from Louvain originally or somewhere else?
Yeah, I grew up there. Or wait, no, hold on. I'm looking at my backstory right now.
Mhm.
He
Sorry,
says
hold on.
outwardly.
Yeah.
For
okay,
the
yeah,
autobiography notes of Vegas.
Uh,
Hold on, I've got my home address written on my underwear.
If found, return to.
well, no, Vegas's family had a lot of properties, so he was brought around as a child.
Vegas, have you mentioned your full
Hello?
name to the party yet?
No, and I won't. Not until it's necessary.
No ominous.
I have a double life to live. I'm a wrestler now.
That is true.
Gosh. She's gonna turn to Husky and in her like silent speech, just very quickly communicate this. If we don't find anything in Dole, then maybe Louvain's our best bet, right?
At this point, I don't think Dole is quite the metropolitan place. Unless it's got some secrets tucked away in that corner of dungeon, we'd probably be best off looking at what people have actually written down so far.
After that, she'll pipe up verbally. So what's Dole like, Charlotte?
Oh, it's not too bad. It's a very nice place. It's very well furnished. The Baroness very critical about keeping things clean and fancy. It's a safe place besides the dungeon, but it's a good place.
Well, you have to show us around when we get there.
Would be nice to see the place again. Yes, it's been
I mean,
a good long while.
when the dungeon's resolved.
Well, yeah, of course, but you know, if we ever end up back over in the Kazmak, I'll show you around. You probably get your ears talked off, but you know.
Charlotte was just deep in thought.
Deep thinkery. Set, how's your drawing going? I saw you when we stopped the other day.
Oh, pretty decently. She just bears it over and shows to the rest of the party what she's been working on. It's just a landscape of like the general area.
Kind of generic-ish.
Hills and
The
fields and
city of
livestock.
Sarasport in the background. That's Ayla from which pins it down to around when they left. Otherwise, there isn't currently much that stands out in particular.
Vanya pulls out this little red book that she cracks open and shows a few of her own drawings, which are very crude, kind of close to stickmen
Oh.
versions of like the ghouls and stuff that they've been fighting. And if you look closely, if you can read Greater Arnerian, there's writing in Greater Arnerian underneath every single one of the drawings.
He does not speak Carnarian.
Vegas points to a random drawing. Just says, "I like the perspective on that one."
She just like chimes up. Yeah. I worked really hard on that one.
Keep at
They
it.
really strike fear into the heart.
You're
He
doing
said
great.
smiles, nods, says nothing.
Internally, oh my god.
Well, if we've got a good amount of socializing in, are we ready for the last bit of journey to Dole?
I did have one more question.
Mhm.
Very quick. Did anyone claim those gloves?
No.
I don't believe so.
Do we mind if I grab those?
Yeah. Or I mean, I was holding on to them, right?
The missile snaring ones, right?
Yeah.
Did you want them, or
No.
did anyone else want them before I?
No,
Grab
I
them.
think I did.
Okay, I'm gonna take them just in case.
I
Don't
put
like-
them directly onto your hands.
She's just like. They probably like shrink down. I guess that's how.
Yes,
no, they're just
uh,
huge.
Yes, as you put on the gloves and spend a little bit of time attuning to them, they are big for you. Like they don't look like they're going to fit, but after a minute, they shrink down and fit comfortably.
Like a kid wearing the big washing
Anchor
gloves.
arms.
Yeah.
Or yes, sock and poppers.
I've moved it to your inventory now.
Brilliant. Thank you. Okay, that was it.
Alrighty. You all settle in for the night. It's a peaceful sleep. Good eating from last night. Really get your bellies full for the day ahead. You wake up and get ready to set off on your way. As you are about to hit the road, you notice a wolf, a humanoid wolf, that is, traveling down the road, going further north, opposite direction that you're headed right now. But he waves to you as you are about to depart, and actually stops and walks over for a moment. Hello, you all look like a delving crew.
We are.
Who's asking?
Hi, we are.
We are, yes.
Oh, apologies. My name's Davian. I'm a local knight for the kingdom.
Have you just left Dole?
Yes, I'm making my way up towards Erin at the moment.
Has there been anything going on there?
At Dole or at Erin?
At Dole.
Quite a number of things. If you've got a moment, I could let you know.
I'm
Please.
just gonna inside check this guy.
Yeah, go ahead. Switch over. 16? He seems pretty genuine. It looks like I mean, given that you guys have almost just recently got up to head out, if he left Dole kind of early in the morning. Like, pretty early. But for the most part, he seems forthright. Yes, Dole's in an interesting situation at the moment. It's not quite, restricted, but there is a bit of trouble with the guards. The Dolian guards, that is.
We'll go on.
Wait, why the guards?
Oh,
The Baroness is just, being very strict on the locals. A lot of the farm hands are being taxed a little bit harder than they'd like, and they're being a bit more vocal about it. So, a curfew has been enforced. A lot of the guards are keeping up with that at the moment. And then there's the bouts of a couple people have been murdered recently. And yeah, we're not able to chalk it up to what exactly. The guards are kind of keeping it on their under wraps at the moment.
Oh,
Yes, well, we have heard that it's been getting a bit dangerous around there at night.
Didn't mention anything about murders.
Thanks for keeping us updated. We're just stopping by there.
Oh, well, hopefully you have a uneventful stay. I'm heading up towards Aaron to deal with issues with poachers at the moment.
We heard there was a dungeon sprouting up in Dole.
He looks perplexed when you mention that. Is that why you're heading that way?
it
It
is, yes.
was.
There's been no word of a dungeon. At least not to the local populace's knowledge.
Can I insight that?
Yeah,
Whoa.
you have no idea.
He's
Well,
telling the
there's
truth.
plenty they don't know.
Okay,
I'm
well,
sure if we go there and take a look, we'll figure out the answer a lot quicker.
It could
well,
be that these murders are being committed by something that's escaped from the dungeon.
maybe.
I mean, that could be one possibility.
What do you think it is?
Uh, I didn't even consider the dungeon an option at the time, but yeah, that could be it. There's just been so much tension amongst the locals since the curfew.
How long has it been in effect?
Ah, well, the curfew went into effect a little under a week ago. But the first murder, that is, was a little, I want to say, 10, 11 days ago.
Noted.
Okay.
Hmm.
We'll stay in the wagons, I think, rather than a tavern then. Well, thank you. Don't let us stop you.
Ah, of course. It's no worry.
Good luck on your way, sir.
Maybe we'll bump into each other sometime.
Perhaps we will.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good travels. And
And you?
as like another completely random wagon comes by, like completely unrelated, he just kind of like hops up into the back of the wagon, just unsolicited.
Oh.
Good luck
Mhm.
poaching those
Take me a
poachers.
ride.
She
It gets you places.
We sure do that.
Easy form of travel. All right. Heading into Dole.
Mhm.
As we are heading in, Charlotte's gonna say, I think I know what might be going on. It's not that Samson's wrong. I think it. Listen, the Baroness is very, very, she's one of those people that's like everything's got to be perfect, everything's got to be good. I don't think she brought out that there's a dungeon in Dole.
In
not
an effort to
telling.
prevent panic, then sowing more panic by instituting a curfew.
I mean, it makes sense. it's probably something that the guard's trying to handle, and I don't know. It does sound kind of weird that a murderer sounds worse than. I don't know. Would a murderer sound worse than a monster on the loose? Because it's
Oh,
the
I'm sure
What's the
everybody in
difference?
town is sleeping so soundly with the thought of a murderer on the loose.
I just think maybe they tell the knights?
Mm-hmm.
Why the guard and not the knights? I,
It is a little weird
It's very
that
strange.
Alamanian Knight is not aware of the dungeon potentially existing in Dole.
Mm-hmm.
let's just get there and
we'll get. Look, my husband's part of the guard. We'll be able to make everything clear. Hope for us.
Let's investigate further before we do anything rash.
Mhm.
All right. Well, with the remaining distance covered to Dole, you arrive, I'm going to say, around, let's say 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Decent amount of time. You strive right in, through the main gates. You do notice that there are several, Dolian guards at the main entrance to the city. They have, a sort of like a brown and dark green kind of like banner that is strapped across their chest, is sort of like the symbol colors for Dole. They do not stop you as your 2-wagon caravan rolls on through. But as you make your way into the city, you do notice that for a place that is as big as the city is, which is not huge, but it's still a city in itself, the activity on the streets is seemingly not as high at the moment.
are there any guards nearby?
Uh,
As
there
we
were
ride in?
there were the two you met at the front who didn't say a word or stop you as you came through.
Can
But
I just call out as we pass by? When's curfew?
one of the guards kind of perks up, noticing that, haven't seen your caravan come through before, and you're already asking about curfew. It's a little strange. They look over to you. Curfew's right at 9 sharp.
Thank you. Okay.
Your two sets of wagons are able to roll into Dole and find a nice area off to the side near a local tavern. If you wish to stop there. Otherwise, you could
Nah.
try to roll up a bit further into the city.
Should we try and meet the aforementioned husband before settling down, perhaps?
That would be a good idea, yes.
See, Charlotte would because she's recently left Dole, she would know the general barracks, or at least one of the guard barracks that Samson has worked at.
Correct. There's a main Dolian barracks, not too far from the Dole Manor.
Oh.
They have a quick response time should anything happen to the manor itself.
Makes sense. I'm going to guide the. Oh, Vegas. What does your wagon look like in terms of like design?
It looks extremely standard on the outside.
Oh,
No wizard.
okay.
Just stock standard.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
haven't
the
made
other,
it a hot rod yet.
Well, no, because Vegas had to put it together himself, and he didn't get around to painting it.
and asking the GM, what is the state of the wagon we recently gifted?
The state of the wagon you were gifted was a first level Rocksteady. It is pretty recently manufactured, so it's very, very new to a degree. The Rio, as Vegas named his wagon, doesn't have quite the same shine to it, given that they put it together themselves, but is not in any worse condition by comparison.
It's
Regardless,
very new.
Charlotte's going to look to Vegas and say, the Rio's gonna have to stay at a tavern or nearby an inn if we're going to the guard barracks.
Why, they don't have parking spaces there?
It's not. Listen, I've lived in Dole a few years. You learned some things. Your wagon design is, this is not my words, not mine. Bland.
I mean, yeah, I only got
And-
it like a week before you met me.
I know. It's, listen, the Baroness likes things looking good, and if we park it right outside of her,
Yeah,
her
say no
palace.
more. I understand.
But the other one's good. That one's good enough. We'll just walk with that one.
Then roll it
Fanny
out.
is just wiping her nose on the sleeve as Charlotte's saying this without really looking.
Amazing. We found someone with a bigger stick up her ass than some of the others I've had to deal
Don't
with.
say that out loud, please.
Anyway, yeah, Vegas points his key fob at the Rio and it goes beep beep.
It's a wonderful place. Listen, just remember this. The lady waits an extra day to dust the manor, lest her majesty become envious of its glimmer.
Charlotte,
Yes?
blink 3 times if you've been told to say this.
She blinks 3 times.
Oh no.
Oh, and Vegas is like touching his nose.
Just be on your best behavior.
Always.
Alright. So, you find a relatively safe place to hitch the Rio, along with the draft horses, and head further up towards the manor, which is positioned at the highest point on the hill. The
Wait,
barracks
are the-
being...
I have a question real quick about the wagons.
Go ahead.
Can I name my horses?
You can give me a name for them a bit later, but yes.
Okay, sorry.
Anyways. You start heading further in, and notice that the activity in terms of guards, their presence is a lot more numerous the further up you go. Charlotte, your last few times here, you do know that, the guards coming from the barracks is not an unusual sight, but you're seeing more guards than normal. They're kind of all over the place. It seems that they're keeping this side of the city under pretty heavy watch. Nobody bars your entry or tries to stop you as you make your way further in.
I'm just gonna make my way in. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna scan for Samson.
Alright, are you heading into the barracks itself, or
Yes.
just outside? Oh, so you're going straight into the barracks.
Yes.
Okay, as you attempt to just barge right into the barracks itself, one of the guards notices you, slinking by, and reaches down very abruptly and abrasively and just grabs you by the arm. Hold up. You can't just walk in there.
Do I know this guard?
You do not really recognize them, not with their helmet on.
I'm going to step back and say, I'm here to see my husband. I will step back further if you let go.
He lets go of you.
My
Who
husband is
who is your husband?
Samson Rhines.
He looks you over once, and then just kind of nods. Well, you must be Charlotte then.
That's correct. I'm his wife.
He doesn't stop talking about you, so you fit the description and everything.
Where is he?
He's currently meeting with the Baroness, so he's preoccupied.
She just lets out a big sigh, head up, eyes up, just... Okay, I'm... Who's commanding? Who's captaining?
Let me see who's on duty. He steps away from just a moment and, like, is looking over towards a board. They have a weird form of, like, keeping shifts right now. You don't... In the previous times being here, you've not really noticed this board. This looks like something they've recently instated.
Oh dear.
Looks like Captain Felds. He's, in the lower district at the moment.
I appreciate your help and very sorry for barging in. You have a good day. And she's going to turn around, and she is absolutely frustrated.
Ooh, someone's in trouble.
How tall is Charlotte again?
Charlotte is, I have her sheet right here, is 4'8".
4'8", okay. I'm trying to picture her next to this guard who is, like, closer to 6 feet. And just, like, frustrated, sassy little woman, like, storming away because she can't get a hold of her husband.
Whose sassy lost child is this?
Vanya, a foot shorter than Charlotte.
I have an auntie Charlotte size.
Charlotte's gonna step out to the rest of the group. Fortunately, Samson's away at the Baroness, but we have someone we could talk to regarding the dungeon situation. There's a captain in the lower district we'd have to meet, a Felds.
Felds. Okay, let's go see him.
And I've lived in this town. I know where that like the lower district would be.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It is... You had to have passed it to have gotten up here, so you have to essentially turn around.
Used to it. The city's meant for walking.
3-point turn the wagon.
Yeah, make a 3-point
I
turn with the
wish.
wagon. This is the Rocksteady too, so Vegas' manager is with the Rio right now, so I imagine Ignatius is having to learn to navigate
Ignatius
these.
having an Austin Powers moment.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Go ahead and make me a drive check. This will just be interesting.
It's very
Okay,
funny
don't do
not
this
to have
me.
guidance here.
He's already a cop. Will he get upgraded to Secret Service agent?
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Cleared off the one.
That's a 25 for the record. That's not accounting for
Yeah.
the efficiency.
25. You seem to have gotten perfectly good hold of this. You're not used to, like, steering wagons, essentially. You rode into combat before. But in such tight corridors as a city street like this, you feel like it would be a little bit more difficult, but you manage it flawlessly. Like you've been doing this for a while.
25. Ignatius invents the drift.
Yeah, look, I'm telling you. The fucking second it's not intelligence, he's got this in the bag.
Just go by a
Just never
gut
ask him to
feeling.
think.
Vanya's taking the advantage of the cart probably having to go pretty slow in this town.
Oh
to
yeah.
just kind of walk alongside it rather than sit in it like she's had to do for the past week or so, and is just kind of keeping pace, hopping up a bit now and again, jumping on to the back every now and again.
Yeah, the
Kinda let your
wagon is
stomach
probably
grow.
moving at about, I want to say, 10 feet per second, so not very quick.
That's insanely quick. But
It's like a third of your normal movement speed.
Actually,
I did
no.
the calculation in my head wrong.
Understandable.
One turn is 6 seconds in which you can move 30 feet, so that's like 5 feet per second.
If Anya wanted to, she could move 90 feet in 6
Oh,
seconds. So
It's 6
10
miles
feet per
per
second
hour.
is like constantly dashing.
It's 6. It's like almost 8 miles an hour. I missed the decimal point. Anyway,
Absolutely fucking schmoovin', my god.
yeah, no, we're fucking like cruising down these tight
Unlimited
corridors.
movement.
Yes,
Advanced movement.
the Rocksteady moves without a hitch further down with Charlotte's guidance into the lower district. Hey, Charlotte.
Yeah.
You don't know a Captain Felds, and you also didn't get his description.
Oh,
Do what I do.
Good
Look for
luck.
the guy with the biggest hat.
see, I mean, just had. Oh, he's not in the lower. There's not another barracks, is there?
There's not a barracks here.
All right, we find the nearest guard.
Which isn't too difficult. They're a little bit of everywhere right now.
Okay.
We can ask around, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna approach one and say, excuse me. I wish to see your captain, Captain Fell. Who? What? But I don't know what he looks like.
One of the guards you flag down looks you over for a second. It's like, they didn't give you much information, did they?
No, they didn't. They were very bad at it.
wow.
Damn, just throwing him under the bus, I see.
Everyone's a little overworked at the moment. Felds is just outside the Rusty Nail. It's a tavern. It's just a few blocks down the road.
Anything distinct? Color of the armor, or anything distinct about him that makes him stand out?
He's a big yellow grande. It's kind of hard to miss.
Grande.
He's
It's a big
yellow
cat.
Dios mío.
Dios mío.
Cat breed orange.
Thank you. And then I'm gonna turn it and say, "We're going to the Rusty Nail." And she's gonna keep
Yeah.
walking and saying, "If Samson was here, I would already have things figured out by now."
I didn't know Charlotte was such a prima donna.
Apparently.
It's because there's inconvenience after inconvenience happening.
White woman spotted.
Get
Oh,
used
no.
to figuring out things a bit more on your own going forward. Most
Cope.
folks get a bit more unfocused when they're scared. Unlike Delvers.
Hey, I'm gonna roll something for a second with a physical
Charlotte would
die.
like to speak to the
Oh
manager.
dear.
Charlotte isn't gonna look at Eski and is going to keep moving.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, that was the better option.
Oh, I imagine it was.
Oh yeah, yeah, and she's just gonna smirk as she goes.
Well, heading further in the direction that the guard pointed out, you do see what is very obviously a hanging sign with what looks to be a pretty sizable nail jammed through it. There is no typography of any sort on it, so you can assume that this is probably the location.
Is this the
Uh,
same tavern we passed on the way in?
You definitely would have seen it on your way in.
No one can miss a nail that big.
Oh, the serpent needs its own tail.
You do notice that there are two guards standing at attention, weapons out, near the tavern's closest alleyway at the moment. They seem to be blocking off that area. Neither
I
one
think
looks
we
like
found our
this
entrance.
Captain Feld.
If I hop up onto the roof of the wagon, can I see past them into the alleyway?
Yeah, go ahead and make me a perception check as the Rocksteady rolls
God
by.
damn.
Oof.
The roof hangouts are just low enough that they block anything that you could normally see.
Okay. She's just gonna sit up there grumpy that she can't see past.
Pout.
It's better
Need a
than
bit
banging
of
your head
help
on something.
there.
Wait, say a second.
Ski is gonna need a bit of help there.
Can't quite see in there.
Then let's try this. Something tells me something happened there last night, and they're not going to let us through so easily. So, she is going to keep her distance from the guards in front of that alley, and she is instead going to go into a different nearby alley to instead do her little wall climb trick up onto the roofs and
Oh,
see if she can
God.
basically, like, literally eavesdrop on what is happening inside of the alley that's being blocked off.
Could I leap from the caravan, from the wagon roof to join Usky? Is that
Okay. Esky, I assume you said you were walking into a different alleyway to do this?
Yeah, I'm going into a completely unrelated alleyway somewhere down the street to get onto the roofs, and then when I'm just kind of out of street sight, I am going to head over to that particular alley and just kind of sit up there on the roof, see if I can't overhear anything going on down there.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a stealth check, because as you look for an alley that is unoccupied, you notice that there are plenty of guards actually patrolling between the alleyways right now,
so
possibly looking for something.
before you roll, Viola?
All right.
Duo, I'm gonna use my Maureen ability.
Which one?
The Nerian one, collective effort. I can use the help action to aid any creature that can understand my voiceless speech and see my face. So I don't have to be near them at all. I can just help her ski from, as long as she can see my face from where she is. She can get advantage from me. It is here.
Okay. Yeah. So as you essentially use the silent communication, you can help Esky see, or at least know where the guards are currently moving. So go ahead and roll your stealth at advantage.
Yeah, see, otherwise I was going to suggest this in case there are any alleyways with dim light in them. I could suppress that into just outright darkness to cover my approach, but I suppose we can't stack our advantages there, so
Mm-hmm. Also,
I will just go normally.
The spear is also a verbal spell component too. So, and people notice when stuff like this would occur. So you would probably be more likely to draw attention. Works against monsters because they're stupid.
Hooah!
Dirty 20. You notice a guard move through one of the alleyways on their own. Wait a second, and then very quickly just plant your feet against the wall and skitter straight up onto the roof. And with not too much difficulty, are able to navigate over to where the alleyway is that you saw that was blocked before. You can't see the guards that were blocking the alleyway because of the roofs overlapping a little too tightly there. But you can see into the alleyway just behind them. Make me a perception check real quick.
Alrighty.
And are you getting closer into the alleyway? Like, are you actively climbing down the side of the wall, or are you just looking over the roof?
Yeah, I say I'm staying up by the roof at the moment until I get a feel for if there is any like activity, currently going on in there.
Okay. $18, very good. You peek over the edge, and you actually see this supposed captain that was mentioned before, Captain Felds. He's a very large cheetah, dressed in similar armor as the rest of the guards, not currently wearing a helmet at the moment, which is what helps him stand out a little bit more. He is a lot more slim build compared to the rest of them, but definitely is carrying himself with a very strong sense of authority. He is currently in the alley with what looks to be a possible civilian who is currently jotting down notes on a piece of paper on a pad. They are both actively standing over a body. The body of a small canine woman who seems to have most of the color drained from her.
Alrighty, well that's certainly what she suspected. So having that confirmed and feeling good about that, presumably if that assistant is writing something down, then the captain may be dictating something, so would it be possible to just kind of listen in and see if he is describing anything in particular to be written down?
Yeah, you had a pretty good perception check. Listening in just on their casual conversation at the moment, the guard is taking note of the victim, how old they are, the fact that there is no signs of actual physical damage to their body. Just that their body is, and when I mean drained of color, I mean almost quite literally drained of color. Like, even their clothing, does not have color in it. They are almost monochrome. They are in almost like a seized up position. He's trying to relay general information to whoever this person is keeping the information. And you catch the tail end of the conversation as he says, well, send these findings back to the barracks. We need to correspond them with the rest of our findings. See if we can find any link between the victims. The small alley dog that is taking notes, kind of like gives him a short salute, not really making too much eye contact as he finishes writing up and heads back the way where the two guards were stationed. The captain remains there in the alley for a bit longer, just kind of like looking over both the body and just the area in general.
Alrighty then, if that is taken care of, then I suppose it's time for a ski to stroll back away from that alley in particular and find another place that's safe for her to drop back down to a street level and report her findings back to the rest of the crew.
Yeah, not too much effort. Since you have a much better viewpoint from up here, you can see where the guards are moving, and none of them are currently looking up at the moment. So you're not really drawing too much attention. And once they move out of the way, you're able to just quickly skitter down the wall and back feet planted on the ground. and make your way back up the road towards the rest of the group who've all been waiting. While you are returning, how are you all handling just kind of waiting at the moment?
So Vanya would have to have been kind of staring after Usky so that she could use a silent speech. So she has just been like watching, just
Up on the
staring
roof
off,
of the wagon, nose twitching violently.
almost looking like she's just sort of dazing out, I guess. To anyone that doesn't know what's happening there.
Vegas has been holding a plank this entire time.
Holding a what?
A plank, like a forearm plank, calisthenics.
Oh my god. I hate those fucking things.
They're great.
Charlotte has been keeping completely still, like a statue.
Creepy.
Ignatius would have kicked up his legs and done the tried and true military tactic of looking like he's asleep, but he's actually awake. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Just up in the driver's seat, feet kicked up.
Yup.
I think Aspen is probably like 1,010% out of their depth and just kind of like staying very close to Vanya, but also just like standing around bolt upright and just kind of staring, just watching everything. Still can't see the eyes, but just looking everywhere.
Iset has resorted to quietly playing some tunes to herself on her lyre.
Nice. Well, after a minute or so of just complete silence, Aski, how do you return to the group?
She's just kind of. There's probably not that much foot traffic going on, so she probably won't be able to just like blend in with them, but she will just kind of hood up, drawing as little attention to herself as she can, just kind of head back over to where the wagon is, and just like look, just glance around for just a second to make sure there aren't too many prying ears around before saying, well, turns out it was pretty much exactly what I thought. So, where do you all want to discuss this?
Well, we gotta see the captain, right?
We are.
We are,
You-
yes.
We have to handle this dungeon situation, and we need to let them know that we're here to help.
Well, let's go see them.
You're free to see how much they helped.
Charlotte.
So snide.
Okay, I'm gonna think. Charlotte's gonna grab Ignatius's arm.
Relying on the cop.
All right, where is this
Typical
going?
white woman.
We'll see.
I'm trying to. Well, what Charlotte is trying to get someone who means business. And definitely the one who beat the giant skull knows business. And I'm gonna try to get my way towards Captain Felds if we're not blocked off.
All right. Ignatius, how do you react to being chauffeured like this?
Ignatius is just sort of gonna go along with it. He doesn't know what she's planning. He's kind of just interested in seeing where it goes.
Vanya kind of leans to everyone that's left at the cart, like, do you ever feel like you're just kind of along for the ride with her?
All the time.
Uh-huh.
I am her ride.
Okay.
It's
Well.
the kind of attitude that comes with doing this before, I suppose.
Ignatius and Charlotte, you approach the guards, and once the guards see you, Ignatius, they take a moment, almost startledly so, and they stand a little bit more upright. And one of them turns back into the alleyway and calls out, Captain Felds, there's a Dramphinian over here. And within a moment, you see the captain, not quite sprinting, but very briskly heading this direction. Hello there. Did Louvain send you?
Ignatius is gonna remain quiet for a moment.
Oh, you can talk. It's fine.
Wow.
He's gonna look between Charlotte and the sergeant. And
He is
No.
looking between you and Charlotte.
Ignatius is as equally baffled as the sergeant. I'm a chauffeur of sorts trying to fetch this woman, her husband, Samson, I believe.
No, but we're here about. Yes, we're here about. We're here about the dungeon matter.
His eyes perk up for a moment, and he beckons both you and Ignatius into the alley real quick.
Alright, Ignatius will follow along, just sort of still intrigued as to where the hell this is going.
Yep, I'm going in.
All right. You both follow in. The two guards that are standing up kind of tighten up their formation a bit to make sure nobody else slinks past. And once you are about 15 feet further into the alley, he stops and turns around and is staring at you, Charlotte. Not quite angry, but definitely frustrated. How do you know about the dungeon?
Because I received a letter concerning a dungeon that has appeared in my town.
You were Samson's spouse, correct?
Wife. Yes.
Well, this is privy to information that is not supposed to be in the hands of a civilian.
I'm a delver.
A civilian, he corrects you.
I'm just staring him down.
Oof.
Charlotte, you're only here on my allowance and their goodwill.
You did very knowingly enlist this Dremphinian paladin into your assistance.
Yes, and many more. Not Dremphinians, but other delvers.
So then, I take it Samson is the one who leaked that information.
Leaked?
It is not public knowledge.
You should know better than to do that sort of thing.
Oh, well, then, I guess we'll turn around and leave Dole then. I guess that they don't need the delvers. If that wasn't supposed to be out, then I guess we'll pretend it didn't happen.
Come now, Charlotte. No need to be obstinate about it.
What if the guard was like, "Okay, bye"?
Right?
He watches at you for a moment, and are you actually turning and leaving?
No.
He waits. Well, not going to scurry along.
Ignatius is going to continue the conversation. Not even going to see if Charlotte's still there. If she is, sure. If she's not, sure.
White woman
Is the
voice.
body in view? Are we operating under the presumption that there's a murder victim as well?
The body is not in view. It is just around the corner. Which only, I think, a ski would know.
Okay, I'm trying to gauge if Ignatius is in the know enough to see a bunch of dudes positioned around an alley and be like, yeah, this is a murder scene.
I think you could reasonably tell, because guards usually don't post up in alleyways. There's no reason for them to be this strict about it. Especially with the way they're blocking with their own bodies. There's definitely something not great over here.
Who died?
Another civilian, local barmaid at this tavern here.
How many thus far?
This makes 4.
4 in a dungeon. Alright.
Wait, do you think
Friends?
these are connected?
It's the only real jump we can make.
Well, the dungeon's supposed entrance is nowhere near where any of these murders are occurring. That's why we haven't thought to link those.
Well, there's all sort of nasty beasties that have legs. I'm sure it's not beyond the realm of possibility that one of them got up and decided to make a picking of this town.
Well, if it is, it's not a monster we're familiar with.
Noted. Alright. I'm going to want more information on this, but I don't have all time to discuss it today.
Very well. I will turn over what we have so far to you while he says that, eyeing Charlotte.
Ignatius is just gonna acknowledge Charlotte and be like, yep, she's here too. Charlotte here is fine enough aid. She's with me. She's part of the group.
Well, if you think it is connected, you are more than welcome to tear down the barricade we erected. But I don't want to find any more bodies on the surface if so.
What's the time frame on the previous deaths?
Between deaths?
Yeah.
It's every 2 to 3 days.
How old do you think this one is?
This one was last night, for certain. There were witnesses who had seen the victim alive the night before. She was closing down the tavern with the owner. The owner said something about her going out back and then him finding her like this. She was disposing of trash.
Nocturnal, quick to react. Probably not a serial killer. I'm gonna put my bet on a beastie. I'm gonna say at this point Ignatius would sort of motion for the sergeant to step aside as he'd want to inspect the body, and for some unknowable reason he's gonna motion for Charlotte to also come along.
All right, Charlotte's gonna follow.
He will begrudgingly step aside, still keeping his eyes mostly on Charlotte at this point. Not very happy that what he considers as a civilian interfering with his work. And leads you just a few more feet down the alley to where you can actually see the body of this woman. Not covered up yet.
Alright, and I assume nothing has changed since it was last described to SK, right?
No.
Okay. What is involved in inspecting a body, in your opinion, in terms of skills?
You're asking me, the DM?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify. Medicine check.
Phenomenal. Okay, cool. I'm gonna start by giving her body a once-over.
Alright.
Perception to just check pockets, look for any suspicious marks, changes to the body beyond what's immediately apparent of her being fucking monochrome.
Okay.
And leather gloves first, by the way. Not touching this thing bare-fingered.
Yeah.
So, want me to roll perception, or is it just going to be on the baseline?
Do investigation if you're thoroughly searching the body and not assessing for damage.
Got it. Smooth.
Looking over, any personal belongings of theirs, have already been, confiscated and removed. It doesn't appear that there is anything significant left on them. They are still dressed in just the clothes they were wearing last night. There doesn't appear to be anything that immediately catches your eye.
At this point, Ignatius would probably motion to Charlotte and say, hey. The rest of the crew could probably give some advice here. Never been one with bodies.
I could try.
Ignatius would step back. He's, in a crouched position, but it'll make way for her to have a look.
I'm looking at method. It's basically looking by for like time of death, method of death, whether slow, quick, any sort of changes to the body besides the coloration.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, is there any sort of lividity going on here?
Lividity?
Yeah, like the way the body gets all funky looking and colored when it's dead.
Besides it being monochrome, no.
Got it.
No signs
Nope.
of like blood sinking to the bottom of the body. Like,
Yeah. Nothing like that.
Okay.
And what specifically were you doing, Charlotte?
Essentially looking like method of death.
Okay. For you could make either an investigation check or an arcana check.
Arcana. No.
so
You
close.
have never seen anything like this before. It is very strange how both their body and the clothes they wear have just all lost color. Doesn't make any sense.
I haven't seen anything like this, Ignatius.
Well, I'm in the firm belief that I don't know what happened to this person. Let's go ask someone who might. Shall we fetch the rest of the team?
Listen. We're gonna leave over Whisper Ignatius. The captain's already pissed off. I think we should just relay the information, not bring about 8 people here.
The
Look,
captain will
listen.
be more pissed off when another person dies tomorrow night.
But I know, but they're going to take it out on Samson because they can't take it out on me.
If only for Samson's sake.
And then she's going to just head out, leaving the alley.
I will also add one little bit of information because it's extremely hard to miss this. The person's face is like contorted into just a look of pure fear.
Noted.
Mm-hmm.
Noted.
Interesting.
I feel like that was probably the most jarring thing that you would notice, along with the discoloration.
Going to go to the group. Sorry, Red Discord. So, approaching the others, does anyone know anything about losing your entire color? I don't mean just skin, but body, clothes, and all?
Liar music
Oh.
stops.
Like a metaphorical one?
No, literally happening.
Do I know anything about this?
Would I know anything about this?
It's set. You can make a nature or arcana check.
Nature or Arcana. Those are both the same for me, but
Alright.
Let's
Vegas, you would have no clue. Just straight up.
With
Yeah, I don't know shit.
Vanya's line of like weird research recently, would she
Make me an
come
nature check.
across- Nature check? Okay.
Oh,
oh,
It's set you're not too familiar with the discolored remains of the victims. Not something you're quite familiar with, even with your expanded knowledge. Vanya, your research, this type of damage that is left behind on a body is often the results of a fiend.
Vanya's just gonna pipe up like, oh, could be a fiend or something. Just
The
out,
entire group
straight
goes to
out with
Vanya.
it, no, like, covering it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some fiends, like, drain you of everything, including your color.
Please tell me she's still juggling while she's explaining this.
Yes!
Gosh.
Yeah,
I
we're
can
still
roll
juggling.
the sleight of hand if you like for that too.
So, a fiend stalking the streets at night, and I suppose if their dungeon entrance is as locked up as they claim, then it can't exactly get back in where it came from. So this is what it's doing
Hmm.
instead.
Vanya is gonna look directly at Usky, voiceless speeching like, this could be really important.
We will keep the scroll close, just in case it could be useful.
but what kind of feat could we be dealing with that is capable of doing this?
Would I know of any specific fiends with that role? Or is this just kind of a thing some fiends do?
You know, this is a thing that fiends are capable of doing, because most other monsters don't do damage like this on this kind of level. You haven't done extensive enough research to know what kind of fiend.
Okay, I don't
But
know
you're
what
pretty convinced it's a fiend.
type of fiend that can do it, but it's definitely a fiend of some sort.
So do you know anything about hunting fiends?
Well, usually she kind of looks over to Ignatius. People like Ignatius hunt them a little bit, but I mean, the best place to start is looking for the scent of hellfire, I guess. Sulfur, that sort of thing.
If we can figure out exactly where this dungeon entrance is meant to be, I think we have the resources at our disposal to possibly set a trap for it too.
Mm-hmm. And then, we get to rid them of the dungeon and a fiend, which is all good in my books.
Sounds like a tall order.
Nah, we got this. So did you find out where the dungeon is?
it's being barricaded, but they should direct us to it to handle it.
Do
If
we want to
anything-
rest before we go in, or
Do we need to?
I'm all ready to go.
Yeah, I figured
As
we'd
am
been
I.
arrested.
If anything, handling this dungeon will help divert their resources into looking into whatever this fiend is doing, where it might be.
I'd like to help
Indeed.
them with that if this has nothing to do with the dungeon too, though.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We're going to help with that if it comes to that.
Oh, I'll stay behind. I can catch up to Louvain if need be. I really want to find out what this
No.
thing is.
No, I'd rather stay here too. Listen, this is my home despite its issues,
Okay.
and I want to make sure it's safe.
So dungeon, then the fiend, then
Yes.
Louvain. Okay.
I think
Um,
I'd like chance to kill Fiend.
Going to also talk to Ignatius. Ignatius, go talk to the captain. I can tell he hates me. Ask about the dungeon.
Why would he hate you? What did you do?
It's not what he did.
Yeah.
It's what someone did for the good of the people that he didn't like.
What did
Was
you
that
do?
someone you?
No.
You need not press her. She's
I am
already
going
going
to
through
None
the
of
rush.
us
insight
did
check
anything.
Charlotte.
None of you did anything. Fine.
Is Charlotte truthfully?
Regarding what question?
Well, Vanny was asking what Charlotte did to behave.
So this is funny because she feels like the captain's anger is towards Samson and not her specifically. So she thinks she's fine.
She believes that she's not the problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a typical white woman. I love that this is the new running joke already.
Okay, well,
First it was Ignatius is white, now it's Charlotte is white. Who will become
They're
white
both
next?
white.
we'll wait on
I'm immune.
Ignatius then.
Yeah, Ignatius would handle some of the more nitty-gritty details and sort out just where and what the dungeon is about.
Alright. Returning back to Captain Feld. He notes the location deeper in, not quite centralized within the lower district. He also mentions that several of the murders have all been in the lower district, but from where the dungeon has been found, they are like on the outskirts, like closer to the edge. So not where they believe that if anything is getting out of the dungeon, it has to be getting out from a different direction. Or using something.
Maybe it doesn't like to shit where it sleeps.
I know I don't.
Yes, he gives you the location and tells you that the barricade is very easy to spot. It looks almost ramshackled by the description that he gives you, as if it was put up in haste.
Could use a little better work, but anything stopping us from going in right now?
Oh, I'm set.
I'm prepared.
No, so that's right there.
Get off the stage.
If we aren't going to try to figure out what's on the outside of it tonight, then we can look in here now.
I am absolutely ready for more dungeon food.
Is there anything to be, like, helped by looking around the entrance?
The entrance itself? Make an investigation check for me.
I'm so good at this, just you watch. I'm gonna solve so many murders.
It's kind of hard to find any kind of clues. The alleyways got trash and debris here and there, kind of clustered out of sight. The barricade itself is not pretty, but nothing about it sticks out to you.
Could I give it a look over to see if anything's like broken it from the inside to get out?
Yeah, investigation. Looking on a bit more of the inside. Since you're small enough, you can almost squeeze through on your own. You do notice that some of the wood that is closer towards this entrance is slightly darkened, as if it's been burned. But not enough that the rest of the wood looks like it's caught fire in any way. Also, want to mention that this entrance that is being barricaded is a service entrance leading into the sewers.
Could I give the burnt bit a sniff?
Yeah, go ahead.
What does it smell like?
It smells like sulfur.
Speaking of sniffing things.
No.
Dog.
Oh no, it's for tracking creatures. I can't glean anything about the environment. Never mind.
So Vanya's gonna poke her head through the what's left of the barricade, I guess, and say, there's a burnt bit on the inside here. It smells of all sulfury stuff. So Let's
Sounds
get
like
in
they're
here.
warming it up for us.
Just what we thought. Who knows, there might be more on the inside.
Well, I'm learning, but well, yeah. Let's just get down there.
Yeah.
All right. You're going
She'll start like kicking out some of the lower planks.
Yeah. Making effort to try to clear this. It is, again, it's put together so badly. The only reason it's being effective at all is just through sheer bulk. And it's not reinforced in any way, but there's just enough of it that it's a pain in the ass. It takes you about 30 minutes to get this entrance cleared enough so that your larger Delver crew members can even get through.
Oh no, it's okay. You can name names.
Well, there's 3 of you.
I mean,
So
Aspen's taller than Ignatius. So.
I'm skinny. I can slink my way through.
Vegas carries his weapons on his back horizontally, and they're both great weapons, so I get it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
You're the dog literally carrying a giant stick through a doorway.
I walk sideways through doorways.
You are able to make your way into the entrance. And
Corn-fed, Kentucky-grown. Sorry.
let me get your actors set up. Give me a marching order, because it's important.
So, before they get too far in, Vanya's gonna be like, "Hey, so I know you're all much bigger than me and definitely better armored than me, but I can sneak ahead pretty well, and if I see anything, I can run right back to you all."
Sounds like a plan.
I have no armor.
Whoever's behind Vegas sees just like the big dog face on the back of his jacket.
Let's send Ignatius first, if y'all don't mind.
You don't want me to look ahead, or?
I don't know. You can stand behind him and look between his legs.
Well, actually, looking into this entrance, does there appear to be any lighting on the inside of the dungeon, or are we going to actually need a ski's eyes in the dark to see beyond our own light?
There's a torch lantern that was originally the main light source to light up this doorway to the service entrance. It has been snuffed out.
Charlotte.
Okay.
Well, if you want any more of a subtle approach to this, maybe not let it know immediately that we're coming with your bright lights flooding the halls, I can see ahead further through the shadows.
That makes sense, actually.
Very well then.
I'll be behind Dusky, just in case. I can help her with her movement, be a bit quieter.
I suppose I will bring up the rear.
Remember, quiet.
There's 7 of
I'll be
us,
somewhere
right?
in the middle.
I'll be in front of Eset in the lineup, so that'd put me
Okay.
like 4th.
Yes,
Getting
I got
closer to
Ignatius, Ski, Vanya, Charlotte, Iset, Vegas, Aspen. Does that sound right?
Yeah,
Sounds
Yep.
good.
sure.
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right.
Let me also grab a coat, by the way.
Yeah, I'm going to activate the new scene,
Yeet.
and then we're gonna go on break.
All right. Speedy shower. Ah.
Hooray!
Alrighty, I'll be right back.
10 minutes.
Bye.
Oh, on break already. Ah. Oh well.
Oh wow.
Hello.
Oh wow.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh wow.
I'm back.
Oh, I get to use the rapier down here. That'll be fun. Since people don't want Vanya scouting, it's all well and good. I can just light up the group.
I support Vanya scouting. You need to show initiative.
She did. She asked. Everyone's just said no.
I mean, run off without us initiative.
She's not like
Yeah,
that.
start an initiative.
I mean, I can outrun everybody in the party, so if I really wanted to.
But can you outrun what's in the dungeon?
I mean, maybe not.
Can
One
you
thing she can't outrun is her feelies. Even on
I was about to
Heelys.
say, can you outrun your baggage?
She has no baggage. What are you talking about?
Bullshit.
Hmm.
There's like not a
D&D
single.
character
There's
without
not a
baggage.
single person in this Delver crew that does not have baggage of some kind.
She is the middlest of middle children in existence. If you've ever been or known a middle child, you know what they're like.
My younger brother's a middle child, and he's better than me.
It's more about the expectation that is put on you, aka none, which means no one looks out for you.
Yeah.
I'm the eldest sibling of my family when it comes. There's only just me and my sister, but like I couldn't imagine that being like a middle child in a group of. She has six siblings. She's one of 7 kids. She's
Wow.
yeah.
I'm a second sibling of 4. Norman.
Oh, same
power shower.
actually.
I'm eldest of 3.
I can't believe Norman actually went to go take a shower.
Yeah, quick.
Did he really? He said
Yeah.
quick shower, but I thought
He
that
said
meant
quick
something
shower,
else.
yeah. I thought he was joking.
Discord, he's just
Stinky.
got shower text.
And he's telling me to shower? Fucking hypocrite.
When that came up, I was just like, wait, is Charlotte looking at the same person here? Vegas looks like the most well bathed in the group. Like, of the bathing people in the party,
Yeah.
definitely Vegas. Like, Vegas and a set probably at the top of that list.
Vegas is very well groomed.
If anyone that looks like scruffy, it's probably either Vanya or Aspen, really, when it comes to grungy looking.
Scrumble.
She's a street mouse.
Yeah, your ping is like 1,000,000.
Sure is. Might be that time of the night.
I'm wondering if that has anything to do with why you're having such trouble in Baldur's Gate.
Doubtful. Because when I run it solo, it's fine.
But again, internet ping.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, you're right. But, like, I don't even know because I'm fine everywhere else, right? Like, if I do a speed test right now, it'll say my speed is very fast.
Have
It
you
is a
tried
mystery.
going through a proxy or anything to
Like
Boundary?
a fucking VPN.
VPN or something? Yeah.
I used to have a VPN. I should put it back up. I didn't do anything with it. I'm just not subscribed anymore.
You can get a free VPN too.
Free PN.
This
What,
episode
like a
brought to
vast?
you by
Yeah, right.
NordVPN.
What's up?
Did I hear you calling Aspen grungy?
Yeah, I was saying that
Grungle.
Vanya, and
Vanjie.
Aspen are probably like the grungiest of the group.
Probably not wrong. I think it's probably been at least a couple weeks since Aspen's seen any kind of shower or bath. Some high-end bear stank.
Ripe.
Hey, some people are into that.
Self-report.
Oh, that Norman is able to shit post against you while taking a shower.
Right?
I'm impressed.
Whatever. She's just jealous she's not me.
Just gaslighting Vegas into believing he's dirty. He's gonna come out of this campaign with fucking
Never clean, never
OCD.
clean, and he's like scrubbing himself till he bleeds.
If Norman's gonna take too much longer, I'm just gonna chug this Coke and make myself a mojito.
Do it. You won't.
It's already halfway gone.
Do it. Do it faster.
Oh my god.
I'm back.
Yay!
Hey, right within the 10
There
minutes
you are.
too. That was impressive.
I bet I can do
I,
it faster.
I had a timer at the shower.
Oh,
you
that helps.
utilized so much speed tech during that. It's really impressive.
I can
I
shower
literally,
faster.
I literally cannot shower that quick. That's just too fast.
Me neither. Quickest I could do was like 15 minutes.
No
My
clip
record-
for the shower curtain.
I can shower like that every other shower when I don't need shampoo and conditioner.
A fast shower for me is 30 minutes.
Well, look at you, not needing to condition your hair with a single time you shower.
I mean, you're not supposed to, apparently.
Well, no, you shampoo at like the beginning of the week and then go every other day.
Yeah.
Or
Anyways,
conditioner. I don't know. I can shower in 5 minutes. I'm better than you. Anyway.
so you make your way down the winding stairs, and it is not lit at all. You're only having difficulties if you are Ignatius leading the way, trying to make sure you can find every step in front of you.
I'm gonna draw the moon touch rapier. So
Okay.
it's 15 bright, 15 dim. I'll set up the light real quick.
I'm doing
A
it.
ski will like otherwise just be like kind of, head hovering over Ignatius's shoulders, and she's behind him on the stairs, and just be like, "This is the last step."
Ugh.
I get it.
All right. Well, down we go. Be careful. Well, there is light down here.
Not nearly enough for you all, but yes.
There's a decent amount. Can I like try to jump the sewage here?
Yeah, give me that athletics. It's not a big distance. Yeah, you
Nice.
clear it, no problem. One side to the other.
Okay. Gonna peek down this way.
Roll off.
Quick glance up ahead. You see, surprisingly, a source of light. A single lantern overhanging what appears to be some kind of shed storage. It's unclear.
Approach.
Hold. Let's wait for the rest of the group.
Deep voice dungeon music.
Right.
Nothing yet immediately lurking in these shadows aside from us.
Is there a door?
There's a door.
Can I try it?
It is unlocked.
Give it a quick check for traps before I fully open it.
Okay.
Let's do that, yes.
Yeah, jiggle the knob, see if anything bad happens.
Does not appear to be trapped in any way.
Shrugs his shoulders and just opens the door.
Vanya the knob checker.
Alright.
Phrasing.
Pull up my dungeon list. Okay. Inside was about 10 feet of space. 5 feet wide. There are a couple... Yes, it is a storage unit. There are a couple crates on here. They are, for the most part, empty. Go ahead and make me an investigation check if you want to rummage through.
Sure. Nope.
Ooh.
Sniffing you.
Oh my god.
All right. Shifting through, they're very big, and they're just kind of having trouble just getting through them because some of them are stacked on top of each other. Iset, you come through and assist and start moving some stuff around. And something
And all the way on the
particular,
top shelf.
yeah, something catches your eye as you're moving one of the crates. You notice that there's a shipping label. It mentions that this crate of supplies came from Pristana over in Vigneau.
Well, look at this.
What do you see?
Interesting. But wait,
Do you wish to open that particular crate?
I'm gonna look inside, yes.
Okay. Inside, you find what seems to be molds. Almost like ironwork molds. They look like they're for helmets, possibly? All the molds are different shapes. None of them share a similar pattern.
Interesting.
Okay, doesn't seem relevant.
No, but it may be for him to keep in mind.
Okay. Ah, let's keep going.
Alright.
Just in the back of our heads.
So what do I see with my special eyes off in the distance here?
Well, make me a perception check. In fact, the whole party make me a
Okay.
perception check.
Cool.
Yay. So good at these.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh.
That is my 5th nat 1 this session.
damn.
It did notify me of a roll streak of you getting 2 nat 1s in a row.
That's happened twice this session.
Alright. Let's see. We got nat 20 from Charlotte, 19 from Ignatius, 16 from Iset. So, Charlotte, Ignatius, and Iset, you all notice almost immediately that there's movement happening all around you at once. Coming from both the water and the walls.
Charlotte's gonna say, "We're not alone. Something else is
Ready
here."
your weapons.
I'm gonna. Would it be possible for Ignatius to ready his halberd and prepare to smack anything that gets close?
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, well, speaking of,
Ah!
there was one coming off the wall right behind you. We're gonna roll initiative.
Speak of the devil.
Oh shit!
Ah!
Matt!
Okay, that's a better roll. Thank you.
Yay!
Oh wait,
Did
that's
I not roll
Oh, I-
something?
didn't see my roll. You haven't, no. You might need to reload.
Oh.
I'm seeing everyone's roll so far.
Can I do my hit die thing? Hold on, I got, toughen up.
Toughen up. When you roll initiative, you can spend a number of hit die up to half your level, rounding down. So right now, just 1. So yeah, if you want to roll, I think it's a d12.
Yeah, D12.
Yeah.
Just realized it's like really foggy in this place.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Nice. So you can add 10
hit
temporary hit points to you. Roll the baddies.
Okay.
Alrighty. Charlotte, top of the round.
Oh shoot, I only see one. Alright, I'm thinking. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast Bless,
Alright.
and I'm going to... One sec. Let me get that out.
Target them
Ah,
when you cast.
Right. Noted. Let me think here. I'm thinking. Well, let's see. Ignatius, a ski,
Yeah, shift T to multi-target.
and Aspen. All right, and then I'm going to cast Bless. So Bless, letting you know, is you get a. Ooh, very good. Is you get a D4 to your attack rolls or saving throws for the next minute, as long as I have concentration up.
Nice.
And that is it possible for me to squeeze past Aspen?
You can move through friendly units.
All right, move back here. That's gonna be my turn. Oh,
All right.
enter.
Aspen.
I can't melee attack from this position behind Isette, can I? I forget.
But you can move to this space right next to
Yeah,
Ignatius. And you won't provoke opportunity attack.
yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So we'll have Aspen just kind of duck and weave through people, or step over Vanya.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Wow.
Oh, we all just lost Bless.
Did you turn off the concentration, Norman?
No.
Weird. Very strange.
Yeah.
Oh, did they have to be inside? Oh, it's a 30-foot. It's a 30-foot reach.
It shouldn't matter once you cast the spell.
All right.
Even then, Aspen didn't get out of reach. Go ahead and just recast the spell without spending the spell slot.
Charlotte's target is blocked by a wall. Oh, it's a line of sight thing. Let's just
Line of sight?
You only need line of sight when you cast the spell.
cast it. Yeah.
You can move like 10
Yeah,
feet.
just move. You should be able to. I don't know if it'll let you move your thing.
I can move myself, but I think there's a line of sight issue. But I'll keep note. It was Aspen, Aski, and Ignatius.
Yeah,
so
you
I'll
still
let
have them
know.
targeted. I'm
Mhm.
just saying, if you can move yourself now and recast the spell to give yourself line of sight.
Gotcha. Right.
That way we have the markers back up. Okay, now step back into that corner. Okay, yeah, I don't know what it was.
It's fine.
So yeah, Aspen's just gonna weave through, find a space, and bring the axe down on this thing.
Bonk.
Whatever the hell it is. I don't know if it's gonna automatically add the D4.
It does. That's the whole extra boost from Bliss. That'll hit. 10 points of damage. Gosh. Smash into this horrifying looking creature. Speaking of,
I've never seen you roll under 10 damage.
Dubious creature.
this is what you're currently seeing skulking
geez.
across the forest.
Ugly.
Unpleasant.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Multiple
hate that.
heads, hooks for hands, weird amalgamation of flesh, but is seemingly not as corporeal.
Cool. Okay.
Good for it. Let's kill it.
Yeah, right.
That is gonna be my turn.
Alright, pass turn.
Why is it not giving me the thing? Give me the thing. There. Yeah.
Alright, Ski.
Okay, so let's. Since I'm in just the slightest smidge of a situation, here, I'm going to open.
You're the one who knows how surrounded you are.
Yeah, I know, and as a result, I am going to
I can actually
cast
see
mage armor on myself.
Alright.
And I am going to say, well, for one, I'm going to turn and glare at the other shadow spirits around us and say, "Oh, you can't hide in the darkness from me." And then turn to the others and say, "There are two across the water behind us, one across the water to the left."
I actually see 3 of them to the south.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one. Yeah. So there you go. Aside from that, let's see here. I've used my action now.
Just as a heads up, Duo, I can see out to here.
Yeah, they're set to 30 for some reason.
You know what? I think I'm just gonna. I've got my mage armor up. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna get over
Alright.
here, since that is away from them. Yeah, but that is
It is
naturally going to be an attack towards me.
Try to attack. It's a natural
Hee-hoo.
2.
Alrighty, cool. And so I'm just going to slip into the shadows.
Alright.
Let's see if I've got anything I can do right now. I suppose I will use my bonus action this turn to spend the 2 sorcery points I have and get that first level spell slot back, and that is where I will end my turn.
Okie dokie. For posterity, Ignatius is going to be having his mace and shield out, but shield conflicts with bulwark armor still. Don't know why, but he's too
Bulwark
high
armor
AC.
is set to accommodate for the shield, so keep Bulwark armor equipped, not the shield. You lose Bulwark armor when you lose your temporary hit points.
Got it.
So yeah, only equip the shield once you lose those temp HPs.
Understood. Okay. Back to the real show. That's just going to be a mace hit on your boy.
Your boy.
Oh,
Natural
hey, look at that.
20.
Nice.
Nice.
Big smacky.
Oh,
And
nice.
14
just for
damage.
fucking posterity, I'm going to hit him with a good old Divine Smite.
As you do.
Oh.
It is the law to smite things when you get a crit.
Yeah, I would just
Wow.
if you didn't.
It is dead as you sling the hammer straight into its body and call out Dramfiend's Might, and it erupts into white fire and just screams before dissipating into ash.
Alright, well, that should keep you guys safe. I'm going to go kill the rest of them now.
Not cocky at all.
Aspen just stood there holding the axe, looking a little disappointed.
You're based off Aski's directions. They are
Got
this
it.
direction.
How deep is the water?
It's not very deep.
Okay.
You can wade
How-
through it.
how
Vanya
inky
may
is the
have
water?
trouble.
I was about to say, how deep is the water? Because I need to know.
3 feet.
Ignatius is going to flap his wings once and take him over here.
Okay.
How tall are the ceilings in here?
The ceilings are, I want to say, about 10 feet as well. Probably
Alright.
a little over, but yeah.
And I think that's a good stopping point for him.
All right.
Hang on, just gotta... Voila.
All right. Well, Shadow Spirit. Next to you, where you landed, is going to approach.
Hope we got more sources of light, otherwise you guys are fucked.
It's going to attempt to attack you. Reaching out. 13 is going to miss.
Poor guy.
As a bonus action, it's going to attempt to hide. Fails. It is still known to you, and holds its position there. This one is going to slip into the water. Its dark shape moving across as it comes right up to the surface without making a sound and makes a swing at Vanya.
Ah!
Oh.
9 misses.
Deftly kind of hops backwards as it bursts out of the water.
He said,
All right, time to fire some arrows, or well, just the one.
18 will hit.
Mm-hmm.
Minimum damage, unfortunately, but a hit.
Yeah, that's my action. Don't think I have any bonus actions I can use. That's my turn.
Alright. Let's see. This Shadow Spirit. Properly move over. Alright. It's getting closer to Ignatius. And it is going to let out a horrible wail from both of its heads. I need, let's see, I think that's almost everybody, actually.
Oh.
Nope, Aspen and Ski are out of range. Everyone else needs to make a wisdom save.
Ignatius, if in range, gets the D4 to the bless.
Yes.
Well, shit.
Damn it. Probably too low.
I got this.
Nice.
I forgot about that noise.
Expect to hear it more often.
Let's see. Ignatius is the only one I'm missing.
Alright, yep, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Iggy.
If you roll the wisdom save, I think it would account for the bless, though it looks like it took the thing off again.
Let's find out.
You pass either way.
Hey, it works.
Let's see. So only Charlotte and Isette fail. You are both frightened for 1 minute.
Well,
You can repeat the saving throws at the end of each of your turn. You're specifically frightened of these creatures.
So just all of them?
Yes.
They're scared of all of these creatures? Okay.
It's part of their mechanic. All right.
All of them?
Yes.
Cool.
That's its action. So end of its turn, Vanya.
Okay, seeing this thing try to attack me, I'm just gonna return the favor and I'm gonna try and stab it with the rapier.
16 will hit.
No sneak attack, unfortunately, but there's my rapier.
Ooh, 9 damage.
And
Very good.
can I bonus action a dagger here?
Offhand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd just be
D4.
just a d4 damage if I hit. I'm gonna roll just a single d20 because I don't have dual wielding. Nope.
Cool. Natural one.
And I'm gonna step nowhere. I'm actually gonna hold my ground. Bonus action was attack. Yep. Okay. Vegas.
All right. So wait, yeah, I'm not afraid.
Yeah, you're fine. You made the save.
Fear
DC
comprehended.
was 10.
Ooh, excuse me. I strike this.
Ooh. 18 will hit.
Oops, sorry, wrong button. Should I just roll damage anyway?
Yes, just roll the damage.
Alright, yeah, it's showing it was missed now. Alright. Level 1 fighter, everyone. Or level 2 fighter, everybody. Give it up. That's my turn.
Martial classes at low levels.
It hurts.
Alright, pass your turn.
It's okay. We're all level 2. We all suck.
Yeah, we all
Charlotte.
suck together.
All right.
Brothers and sisters and Tines now, Horse Thief.
Target the one I see, and I'm going to cast Sacred Flame.
Ooh, nice.
If it makes the save, it's only 2 damage.
It succeeds, unfortunately.
I can't get closer, so I have to stay put and end my turn. You said I get another Wisdom save at the end of
Yes.
every turn.
Wisdom save, DC 10. Still frightened.
Nope, I'm just cowering here against the wall. Anyway,
Alright, Aspen.
Aspen's just gonna step into this space between Vanya and Vegas. There's a lot of V's. And swing the axe at this one, yelling something along the lines of "Stay away from the mouse!"
Just kind of glances at Aspen.
Ah, 21's gonna hit. 11 points of damage as you smash into this thing, managing to push it slightly into the water, actually making it disrupt the surface this time.
And my turn.
Alright. Ski, make me a perception check at advantage.
Okay. So
I
let's see
dislike
here.
this.
Oh, wait, what is that? What was that about advantage? Sorry,
Make
I
a
was fiddling.
perception check at advantage. Before you do
Perception
anything
at
else.
advantage. Cool. I will do just that.
There's a light whispering in your ear that draws your attention to this area off to the side where there's a large pipe currently draining water. And you get the feeling that you're being warned there are more enemies nearby.
Alrighty, in which case... Oh, hello.
It's your turn.
Okay, cool. So, she is going to step forward, say something to the description of, "Let's go ahead and drag you back into the shadows you came from." And she is going to chill touch.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Add a d4. You
Oh,
do
add
have
a
bless.
D. Okay,
Yeah.
so slash D4. Oh, well, now it's a 12.
12 hits.
Hey! For
It was
3
Ignatius,
whole-
Aspen, and Ski, right?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering where that went. I thought I just
Alright.
didn't have it anymore. So anyways, I guess...
Oh, it's looking critical.
Oh yeah, good. She'll get a bit closer, and she will say to the others, "Beyond these, we aren't alone. And the tunnel is ahead. I hear there are more coming."
You could have rhymed with something.
Ignatius.
Like, further beyond in the tunnels, I hear them moan. I don't know. Just throwing things out.
You were definitely hearing a moaning sound of some kind. 19 hits. 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Whop. This one that is decided to approach you. You realize you're kind of got a couple over here by yourself, but you're doing fine. They're not getting to you. yet.
I still don't hear you.
I don't know why you had to specify that.
We'll see.
Okay. I'm gonna natural weapon now.
All right. $18 hits.
Cool.
Oh, max damage. Gosh. So you immediately bloody this thing as you whap into it a second time with your claws. I assume you're using claws.
Yeah, he's not gonna bite these things. They're going nowhere near his mouth.
Yeah, you
Alright.
slip into a chunk of it, like a limb falls off, and then that limb disappears.
Like it's all goopy. Okay, that's my turn.
Alright. This shadow. Let's see. Yeah, this shadow is gonna attempt to make the dreadful scream again. So I believe that gets everybody this time.
Good
Those
for
who
ya.
are already frightened, you don't need to make the wisdom save right now. You're already affected.
Well,
Can't stack fear. Vaughn, you pass. Vegas, you pass.
Fuck.
Do I need to roll that as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ignatius, you fail. Aski, you pass.
Remind me, bless does not come into effect there, right?
it does.
Yes, actually it would. It's a saving throw, but I don't think even with
It
the
wouldn't
4
help.
you wouldn't.
Even with a 4,
make
you
it.
wouldn't make it.
Yeah, so
okay.
you're the only one that failed, which is not bad, given that it hit everybody. All right, now it's going to dive into the water. You do get an attack of opportunity if you'd like. It will be at disadvantage.
Hell yeah. Don't care. Didn't ask. Smack it anyway. Alright. Hang on.
This is me, like, self-reporting on the whole party, but if anyone's outside of my light, they're at disadvantage anyway.
It's alt click to do a disadvantage, right?
Think so.
Probably.
Alt click is advantage, I believe. Control click is disadvantage.
Yes, disadvantage.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
seven
So
would
let's
Wow.
see, 7 plus 6, is it?
Six.
Yeah, that'll
No,
still
that
hit.
would hit.
Nice. Fuck him up.
Oh, max damage. This thing looks
Bonk.
horrible as you bonk it. It slinks into the water and then climbs up onto the surface again, right next to a set. That's the end of its turn. This one, not looking so hot. Gosh, you all bonked it pretty hard. It's gonna try and smack Vegas. Oh,
Oh, too bad.
3 misses entirely. Unknown movement occurring.
Alien movement.
Alien movement
detected.
detected? Fuck.
Yeah.
Fun.
Alright, that one can only get there. More movement detected.
Even more.
20, 25. Aspen. Coming just up behind you, you feel something reach out to grab you. And grab
Oh,
you
boy.
it does. You take 7 points of, what is this, necrotic? Necrotic damage. And your strength score is reduced by 1.
Oh, how dare.
As a shadow manifests directly up behind you.
Oh boy.
Glad I got
Thought-
the 10
thought-
hit points.
Thought you were done with these. You will have to keep track of your strength score. I will not be able to modify it. So, luckily you got minimum, so.
Yeah, does put me down a bracket, so it'll just be +3 on my rolls instead of +4. Okay.
Okay. That's the end of its turn. Unknown movement.
Again?
Misery.
I hate them.
A ski.
Oh no. That's
Another
really
shadow
bad.
slinks up from behind you.
Oh my god.
Does 10 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, that's unfortunate, huh?
And reduces your strength score by 2. How you holding on?
No, that's we're doing fine here. Well, I guess I'm not really going to be using strength anyways, but yeah, I'll keep it in mind.
If you hit 0, you die.
Yeah, that's the only downside.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but we're cool. I'm
Alright.
cool about it.
It's set.
I guess I'm gonna try to bonk this guy that ran up to me with my sword, but that's about all I can think to do at the moment.
Alright, disadvantage because you were frightened.
Good stuff.
Make sure to roll it at disadvantage.
I thought I did.
The modifiers, the alterations have been weird.
Let me see about just rolling again. Just see.
Yeah, just roll one more time.
Don't know why it's not letting me do it.
Just roll a new attack.
Yeah. You hit either way, so yeah, that first hit counts. It's dead.
Okay, good. Re-rolling for my wisdom save.
Alright. There you go. No longer frightened.
Good. Moving one space over here, and that's my turn.
Alrighty. The Shadow Spirit. Now that it has you over here to itself, and you're frightened, it's going to make the attack at advantage.
How dare it fucking try?
Ooh, 19 misses.
Whoa.
It was getting there. Alright. It made an attempt. Vanya.
Vanya is going to disregard the shadow spirit in front of her and kind of shout, "Aski!" and run over to try and help.
Alright.
Can I step between these two shadow spirits?
You can get past the Shadow Spirit. You will take a attack of opportunity. You will not be able to get past the two shadows.
Okay. That hurt. Apparently, I didn't see the attack, but I'm bloodied. No, I'm not bloodied. Okay.
No, that's
I'm not
the ski
disengaging.
underneath
I'm dashing. I'm not dashing.
Hi.
I'm just running.
You'll have to move into the water.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try and get up onto the other side.
All right, we're gonna do the attack
Okay.
of opportunity first. That's a
So
Are you going to use your charm?
the rule is you can see from 30 feet.
From where they were, you would have been able to see them just slightly because of Vegas.
All right, that's gonna be rendered into a normal attack.
Okay. I will recalculate this. So you only take 1 point of cold damage.
That would have been scary.
They have a very bad to hit, but man, you don't want to get hit.
Yeah, that'll be. So I'm going to attack the one that attacked Usky.
All right. 21 hits. Ooh, 11 damage plus sneak attack.
Yeah. Where is that? There's.
Ooh, max damage as you just immediately dash into the water, climb up, and do a quick slash into this shadow, and it completely wails out as it dissipates.
And then I'm gonna throw my offhand dagger into the other shadow.
A ski will also absolutely be cackling as the one that hit her dissipates, saying, "Not enough."
Oh,
Alright, that hits.
take the 6 off that. Does that still hit?
Take the 6 off?
Yeah, I don't get my bonuses for the offhand dagger throw.
I thought that was just for damage.
It's for offhand attacks altogether. They don't get any bonuses.
So you said take the 6 off. It still hits.
Yeah, okay. And then the damage is normal. So, 7. That's my turn.
Alright.
Hang in there, Husky.
I've got this. So first I strike this one that we've been working on.
Alright.
Oh, good.
Whoa, max damage.
Wow.
Very overkill as you pile drive it into the water and it just disappears completely.
I cut it perfectly in half so its faces die separately. And then I target this one. And I'm gonna dance around there, and then I'm gonna action surge. One second, I have to click the button. It's not under spellbook, Cal.
Thunder features.
Yeah, I got it. Now I shall hit again.
Shoot. The turn markers disappeared. 10 misses, unfortunately.
Yeah, sure does.
I think it's because the.
Was
Never
that?
mind. Don't mind me.
Alright. Is that the end of your turn? Alright. Right, I can't see who is currently up. Did you pass the turn?
I don't have the pass button. I thought you just did.
There we go. I think it's because I revealed the shadow from initiative, but
Yeah, that may have been it.
all
It
right.
wasn't on the initiative track you were on before.
All right, Charlotte. I think your friend's
So-
right around the corner with most of the light.
And I can't. Fortunately, I bought something at the store.
Oh, you cast light on me again?
No.
I don't have. I have an item. It's a bullseye lantern. I bought it at the previous town we were in. It casts bright light in a 6-foot cone and dim light for additional 60 feet. I'm pointing it to the left. Place measure. Oh my god. How do I rotate a template?
Control?
And then mouse wheel.
I got it. She's just gonna put it down. Oh. Did I get 2 cones?
You made 2 for some reason.
That's weird because it's only 1. Is the left lit up?
Okay. Gosh. I figure out how to do this as a light effect.
Yeah, sorry.
If you go into light
I'll do it.
advanced options, and it should be in there.
Okay, and then let's see. Where is emission range?
Basic config.
Light radius. How much did you say? 60?
60 feet light, then 60 foot dim.
Jeez. It's like a... That's a really powerful tool.
It's a goddamn spotlight.
Alright, go ahead and remove the... Shit.
Ah!
Yeah, go ahead and remove it. I will
delete. All right. Yeah, that was my action. That's all I can do. I'm kind of boned right now, being stuck. I can't get close. So I'm gonna sit here and just make another wisdom save.
All right. Natural 11.
There.
Yeah, you got it.
All right. Well, you got some light. That's the end of my turn.
Hespen, you're up. Shadow bad touched you.
Yeah. Aspen's just kind of gonna yell out a little bit when they get hit and just like hiss through their teeth and wheel around.
Oh,
Back here like, cowards attack. And using the momentum of spinning around, attempt to hit this thing with the axe.
That'll hit.
Yay. Oh.
Minimum damage.
Tragically for me,
I
damage.
think that should be one less as well because of my strength reduction.
It factored it in. Because
Okay.
it factored it in for your swing too. If you lowered the score, it'll calculate it.
No, I haven't loaded the score, so it'd be one less on both of them.
Okay. Again, I told you to keep track of that, so...
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Well, go into your sheet and physically keep track of it, because it will
okay.
update. Yeah. So, lower the strength down to 17. There you
Okay.
go. Alright.
So
I
I
will...
just like mentally keep track of it.
Alright, I will correct that, and... Alright, good hit. It is not looking great after that still, despite the lesser of the blow. Alright, Ski. Big hurdy.
Yeah, no, actually, I'm totally fine. Anyways, it's actually time, for the shadow to die, so I'm gonna get in there, I'm gonna chill touch, and I am going to also... I still have the D4, right, from Bless?
Yes.
Okay, cool, and I will factor... Oh, nope, it did not factor that in.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the D4. That'll hit.
Now it is a 14. Okay, cool.
Go ahead and roll damage.
5 damage, and if the target is undead, then it now has disadvantage when attacking me.
Alright.
Which is my insurance now. Oh, Shadow versus Shadow. Who's gonna win?
1
My
second.
money's on...
You made it
money's
at the
on
one
Coughing Baby.
that's on top of you, right?
Oh, is there one on top of me?
Yeah, that's the one you're targeting, right? The one that is in front of you. The one that is threatening within 5
front
feet.
of me. I thought you meant on top of me like it was on my tile.
No. I had to
Yeah,
ask
no,
because your chill touch is a ranged spell attack, so you would make it a disadvantage
right,
because it is right there.
Okay,
So
and then I'll
roll it
roll
one more
another...
time and add the
Yeah, I'll
D4.
roll another... Yeah. Okay, so... let's
Deceptive
just-
title chill touch.
Yeah. Okay, well then,
Got
yeah,
a range
let
of
me just...
120 feet.
Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
big range. So yeah.
Pretty remote.
So that
yeah,
one's
you
even
would've-
better, so
you
it
would've
still
hit
hit.
it either way. So yeah. All right,
Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry about that.
you're good.
Okay, well then, in that case, now that I've bought my insurance against it, come on, 1v1 me. My shadows are stronger than yours.
All right,
My shadows could beat up your shadows.
Ignatius.
Okie dokie, it's time to get violent. Am I still under the fear effect?
Yes, so it would be disadvantage.
Did you do your wisdom save after your last turn?
I have not done a second wisdom save yet.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember. You got feared before
guy
your
that ran.
turn. Before your turn came
Yeah.
up, yeah. So this will be the first time you get to do it.
Okay, and I thought fear was only a negative against the original target of the fear, because
It
did he dive
is-
to the river?
It is any of these particular creatures.
Ew, okay.
Yeah,
got
it is a shared fear. So it would still be disadvantage, but you're gonna hit it
Well, now
anyways.
get bodied.
9 points of damage. Sheesh. And then a offhand attack. Are you using actual unarmed strike or?
I hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
My apologies.
I was like,
should
that's. I was wondering why a fist came out and smacked it.
Should I just roll damage for natural weapons?
Roll damage for natural weapons. We'll see
Yeah.
if you do more or less.
Because I have to roll for fucking whatever, man. I did.
You're good.
Yeah, just roll and I will take the first die. 3 plus 4, 7. Undo that, and then I'm going to add 2 damage. There we go. Alright. I'm lucky with that crit.
Chop him up to a little bit more health. Yay.
Alright. Anything else?
That should be all.
Make your wisdom save.
Right, that's a thing I do. I'm so fucking wise. I rolled a 3. It really looked like it was going to land on 16.
You do have bless.
You have bless.
You have to get the 4 on the d4. Unfortunate.
Yippee.
An attempt was made. Alright. Alien movement. Another shadow slinks out. Attacks Vegas. Missing.
Oh yeah. That's what I thought.
But giving away its position. The other shadow, on the other hand, is going to attempt to swipe at you, the ski. At disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
I'm gonna see if I can control this.
Oh,
Oh, 9.
Yee-hoo.
Touch the bullet there.
Rip.
Yee-hoo.
Alright.
That's chill touch.
Completely whiffs on that. Yeah. It's gonna be where it's at. It's set.
Alright, Ignatius seems to be handling the shadow beast over there well enough, so I'm going to focus on the
1v1ing.
shadows here. And fuck this guy with my sword.
11 just barely misses.
Fun. Yeah, that's gonna have to be it. Yeah, it's gonna have to be it.
This shadow, spirit, I should say, is gonna try and make its attack advantage against you because you're so frightened of it. Still misses.
Okay, so my work schedule is only set next week. I currently have to wake up in 7 hours.
Okay. We've got an hour left of the session. You think you can hold, or?
It's the first 2 weeks of work. I don't want to show up late, but once my schedule's set, it shouldn't be an issue past this point. So I'm gonna dip an hour early from this. Actually,
Okay.
no. After this encounter, how much longer is it gonna be?
There's still an hour left. For either way, that's the session length.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have to dip then.
Okay.
Apologies that this is on such short notice.
Alright, I will commandeer your character until then, and we will finish out the session. Try not to do anything crazy.
Hey, no, it's in character if you do something crazy. Alright, I'm out of here. Later, y'all.
hey, take care.
Later.
Nice.
Toodles.
Later.
Jinx.
Alright, Vanya, you're up.
If I were to move there, can I stab the one that's attempting to get?
Get a ski? Yeah.
Yeah.
Reach out and poke it.
She is determined to get it off her friend.
21 hits.
And sneak attack.
And you don't even need it. It's already dead.
Nice. And I'll turn my attention to the other one.
Alright.
And stab at it with a dagger. That definitely misses.
Yep, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
Alright. Vegas.
Right. I target. I swing.
$16 hits.
Shoot.
7 damage.
That's it.
Alright. End of that. Top of the round. Charlotte.
All right. No longer scared.
I know where
She
you're
could be a
going, so
big
I
girl
can
now.
aim the light.
All right. Something's up.
What's up?
It's not letting me
You're
click
not
my
controlling
select token.
You're not in the
You're
token
probably on a-
control, probably.
Yeah.
On a what?
You're not controlling your token. You need to go to token controls.
Token controls.
All right. Token controls. I think I'm desynced. Nope. There we go. All right.
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna.
say try refreshing.
You all seem to have gotten it. Oh. I'm gonna step back a bit. There we go. I'm gonna focus on the one of Ignatius because Ignatius is all alone, and I'm gonna try to cast Sacred Flame.
Alright. Do you want to angle the light in it?
Yes, towards it. Yeah, a little. There we go.
There you go.
And that's 4 radiant.
Awesome. Yes, it fails its save. It is now looking pretty hurt.
And that's going to be my turn.
All right, Aspen.
Yeah, I think Aspen's just gonna run and attack the next shadow.
All right. Don't forget your D4.
Forgot to target it.
Uh, 18 hits. Oof, critical damage. You slice into it, and it lets out another horrible wailing moan as it completely dissipates. A ski, you hear a small chuckling in your head.
Oh, she is chuckling right along, buddy.
Aspen just like nods once, just like damn right.
Issa just raises her eyebrows.
That's so funny.
Move down a little bit to there, I think, and I will end my turn.
All right. Speaking of, the ski.
Alrighty, well, I've still got my funny little bless, so let's just target Shadow Monster Man over here and see what happens.
All right. 19 hits.
Didn't even need the bless. Minimum
Minimum
damage.
unfortunately.
Yeah, that's just the funny little thing of
A
chill
whole
touch.
singular
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Square.
Actually, I have to inform you that your spell, even though it landed, didn't take effect. It has resistance, and because you rolled minimum, it did nothing.
Zero!
This is fine. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna chill out here. Ignatius is gonna take care of it.
Accidentally
Alright.
just caress its cheek.
Let's see.
my the chill touch hand just gently caresses its arm and it blushes.
Yeah, it's gonna
What
hit
if
either
we
way.
smooched underneath the moonlight?
So, you like shadows?
Alright, then bonus action, natural weapons. Keep forgetting to roll the disadvantage, natural
You
one.
Fail.
cannot avoid annihilation.
Alright, and then Ignatius's wisdom save. Doesn't need
Yay!
the bless, no longer frightened.
Finally!
There we go. It's set.
Alright, let's try to clean this fucker up.
17 hits. 9 points of damage as your arrow comes wailing just past Ignatius, who is a pretty large target, and manages to hit this creature.
Is it still up?
Square in the head. It is still up.
Ow.
It is on a single hit point.
Oh my god.
Ignatius also been like hitting at disadvantage, so
Yeah,
yes.
and some men damage. I mean, if somebody had managed to do a single point of
Looking
damage
at
a second
things I
ago,
can
it
do
would be
just,
dead.
Like, get that 1 point of damage in that I need, but no, I don't have anything. That's it for me.
Alright, this thing now on its death throes. Gonna try to make an attack at just normal this time. Highly doubt it's gonna hit. Yeah, not even close. Just complete thrashing about. Vanya.
Okay.
Just chuck a dagger at it. It's almost done for.
Yeah. Dagger, go.
Dagger.
Oh
Natural
my god.
20. Overkill.
Wow.
8 points of damage. The dagger cuts straight through it. The dagger is lodged into the wall on the other side, and the shadow dissipates.
And
That
he's
is the end
gonna
of combat.
Stand there, kind of dripping with sewage, just like, ugh. Ignatius, can you bring
That's
my
tough.
dagger over?
Yeah. He heads over and just, like, very daintily using 2 fingers pulls the dagger out of the wall.
It's probably also covered in sewage.
And he's gonna fly back
You have
Over.
acquired 3 poison.
and drops the dagger off with you.
Thank you.
Congrats, you got tetanus.
Just rushes over to Asuke. Are you okay?
Yeah, you'll have to let me know when you move, Norman, because I can only move the light so quick.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Alright.
Like right now, I'm going to move up here and I'm going to tilt the lantern like centered where my mouse is. Yeah. Charlotte
Okay.
just readjusting herself after being terrified for a bit. This is a whole sewer.
Yeah. Is the water actually gross, or is it just water?
There's a bit of sewage, but
Okay.
it's not as insane.
Just a little piss.
How
Artificial
old-
piss.
how old do these sewers look?
Pretty. Oh,
Oh,
You
Viola
lost
disconnected.
bye, Viola.
Viola is kill.
Ah.
Nope.
She
Getting out
fell
their
to the
phone.
shadow. The shadow remains cast.
To answer your question, the architecture does not look super old. Viola's Wi-Fi went down.
Tough.
Well,
Life's picking us off one by one.
Right.
Charlotte, you can make a history check since you're
Oh.
from here.
I am.
Could I make a history check with my general knowledge of many
Yeah.
things?
16.
All right.
17.
Yes, you both know that there is a not natural, but there is an existing made sewer system underneath Dole. It was put together shortly after the city got put up, so this is an existing formation.
It's very much like the sewers here. I'm just kind of astounded.
Wait,
Yes,
are we in the
so-
dungeon or in sewers?
I'm not entirely sure. Like, the last dungeon we were in was very clearly, like, cobbled together from people's memories. My best guess, this is an almost perfect replica of the sewer system.
Well, do you think the dungeon can affect, like, the geography? Like, remember when it was in the storage room of that bar? Like,
Mm-hmm.
do you think the storage room could have been, like, relocated or distorted?
Could, with
Maybe?
being dungeon enthusiast background, can I roll maybe history to see if I've heard of something like that?
Yeah. Vanya with an 18. You know that the Dungeoneers have cataloged many different varieties of dungeons. Sometimes the dungeon, like you've seen before, manifests itself in just a weird location, creates structures magically without damaging the existing terrain. Like the storage closet back at the Bristle Inn. It was able to create an entire network without disturbing the surface layer. And then, of course, when the dungeon was cleared, it was gone. But you also know the dungeon can affect existing terrain. So there have been reports of abandoned fortresses that have been turned into a dungeon, where monsters have taken over the fortifications, and they had to be cleared out. And once they were, nothing happened to the fort, because it was already there to begin with.
Okay. So, sometimes the dungeon just kind of infests places? That I've heard. And, I guess that's what it's done here. So it's not necessarily, like, changed anything other than and she kind of points to the dust. Put those things in here.
Well, we get rid of these things in there and make sure that we shut this thing down.
Gonna go up to the dust of it's the shadow spirits that were leaving dust, right?
Yep.
Can I collect some of that up into like a little, like a pouch or something? Just...
Yeah. You can gather up some of these remains as they were. Get like a small amount of spirit dust.
I'll add that to the sheet later. Okay. If you see anything else that leaves, especially these more, I guess these are fiends. Do they give fiendish vibes or?
They don't.
They don't.
These are monstrosities.
Well,
it's weird because they disappeared like shadows.
Straight away, yeah. We should let people rest a moment, I think. That looked like it took a lot out of everybody.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Yes.
Says Vegas, hardly having taken damage.
Yeah, Charlotte
I'm
would
heard
just...
that some of you could definitely stand to take some time to recover.
Let me see a thingy. I might be cheap, but, well, I have to see how it works. Oh, huh. So, Hang on. I need to see. Okay, I could do a short rest or long rest. So I'm gonna be funny and refill my spell slot with my optional channel divinity, harness divine power. Oh no, it's only used for long rest. I won't use it yet.
It's fiddly about it. Yeah.
It's this one type of channel divinity where it's long rest. Others are short.
It's
Mhm.
I
slightly
mean, you
different
can
from the
use
paladin
it,
one,
you just
yeah.
won't get back your channel divinity until long.
Yeah. I think I'll hold it for now.
Okay. So the general consensus is to stop and take a short rest.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
think so.
Okay. Alright, do you just want to, like, make up camp here on the corner? Or...
Yeah, it's probably for the best. Just so we're not moving too far.
Okay.
And we've got good lines of sight here, so...
Oh, my bless would be gone.
Yes, I've already taken it off.
Gotcha. Take out the concern.
I'm gonna abstain from the short rest. And,
Okay.
I'm gonna try and keep a more active watch going.
Same here.
Alright,
Same. I don't need to rest up.
rolled one of the hit
Vegas.
dice for a ski. I rolled max. I'll go ahead and just roll the second one because I feel like they need to be topped off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do the short rest thing.
No need for a short rest here because I don't have anything that needs recharging.
I'm still on my temporary hit points, and I won't get the strength back. So
Pretty sure Action Surge only restores on long rest.
How long do those temp HP last for you? 10 minutes. So yeah,
50
after the short rest, you
Oh.
would lose that temp HP.
okay.
I will short rest.
Welcome back.
Yeah, you'll get your
Welcome
action
back.
surge back. Welcome back, Ski. I went
I didn't
ahead
need to
and
roll that. I have full health.
I rolled your hit dice for a short rest for you. You're back up to 11 HP.
Oh,
Give them a second.
is
Vegas
it
cranks
push
out some
talkie?
push-ups during the short rest.
How you get your action surge back? Just physical activity.
I'm already I'm warmed up, right? I gotta keep it going. I gotta get my pump going.
While
Start
we're
some planks.
short resting, this is this is gonna be a mistake. Can I try to sniff out for that sulfurous smell?
Survival check.
Survival. Okay.
Yes, because you are tracking. Don't smell it.
Could I try smelling?
Can I try sniffing as well?
Yes, both of you can give it a shot.
I want to sniff for monstrosities.
I am
I'm
sniffing
actually
so
back
hard
now.
right now.
Hi. Sorry
Hey.
about that. My router just randomly crapped out and I had to reset it, but I
Rip.
think it's working now.
Good, good.
Okay.
We
Yeah, so
took a short rest, and did you hit dice for the short rest?
Yeah, you're back up to 11 out of 12.
Alright, cool. And also because I believe that strength drain only lasts until the end of the short rest, so
Yeah, so
I'm back up to 11 strength.
Yeah, anyone who had their strength sapped, you're back up to your normal amount. So Aspen, you'd be
Many
back up to
thanks.
18 again.
Vanya's been noting stuff down in that little red book again with the drawings and in the Arnerian.
hey Vanya,
Dante, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear what I said about the strength?
Yeah, I put it back up.
Got it.
What's up, Vegas?
Can you draw me?
Not right now.
Alright, so we add some extra
Become a
survival checks.
monster worth drawing, and I'm sure she will.
Grr.
You're using your scent tracking?
Yeah, I did it with advantage.
Okay. Let's see. Just have to check. Yeah, I will say, even with the 13, you do know that there are possibly some more monstrosities down here, specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, which way do we want to go? Right, straight forwards, or left?
And also, part of the conversation they had during the short rest was about the dungeon. Specifically, is this a creation of the dungeon, or if the dungeon took over the sewers? And the conclusion is the dungeon is manifesting in the existing sewer network under Dole.
Well, from the looks of it, the only way ahead is forward, ultimately, so...
So across the water. Okay. I'm gonna try and hop over.
Okay. Another athletics. Just to see if you roll one.
So glad I took proficiency in this.
Alright, there you go. Boing.
Can you imagine I'm actively trying to work towards the athletics feat?
Got it.
So
You know what would be funny to avoid getting wet?
just
Going
Yeah.
over
walking
to the
across
wall
ceiling.
here. Yeah, going up and then to the ceiling and then looping all around back to the floor on the other side.
Alright, make sure not to move too quickly. I have to keep control of Norman's light.
Sorry. I'll be as direct as possible. So we don't have. Do we have to jump for this or
Only
no?
if you want to, otherwise you can just
I
wade
will.
through it.
Aspen's gonna jump it.
I'm jumping.
Alright, anyone jumping make athletic checks.
Easy.
No,
He
no.
said it's not
Why?
wearing boots. Like,
Oh, no!
Charlotte, you think you're gonna make this, you go straight in. Sink completely.
okay,
The,
time to pull up.
the light turns
I
off
will
for a second.
I will pull her out.
Same.
How's my lantern?
Is it a normal lantern?
It's a normal.
Yeah, it goes out.
Okay, it still has oil in it, but does any of you have prestidigitation? She can't
Presto
speak.
I'm
change
afraid
out.
not.
I miss Belladonna.
Sick
Uh,
dude.
And I'm going to emergency put on this perfume I got at the store.
Oh my gosh, she's just gonna layer it over that
Sewage.
smell.
Was a 9
It-
enough to make the jump?
Yeah, you're fine. You just basically need to not roll one like that.
I refuse to smell like this. I am using this vial of perfume.
Vegas has his mouth open while you're spraying it, so he's like, ah, ugh.
Look, I can't blame you. I put on perfume before and little deodorant because I ran out.
Are we? Do you really need to do that now?
Would you rather she smell like sewage instead?
It smells of sewage in here because it's a sewer. Why
Let's
are
not-
you wasting? She's just
It's
gonna
okay.
walk off.
Let's-
Bold of you to assume this is the last dip you're going to take before we get out of here.
Vanya, make me a perception check.
Will do.
I do not think little bottle will
Well-
help.
You feel like you hear the faintest sounds of a dog barking.
Which direction?
You don't know.
Do you? Any of you hear that?
Do
Do
I
we?
hear?
A dog barking. Is it like a person dog or
A dog.
yeah, a dog barking.
I listen for
Might
my
be
kind.
something trying to lure you in with a mystery.
Vegas,
That's
make
why
me a
I
perception
asked.
check.
Yeah, can I listen for my
Yeah, I
my,
was gonna say.
my kin?
And
Anyone-
let's try listening.
Yeah, anyone
Bark.
want to listen? Try.
You can't listen to shit.
You deafen yourself.
Instead of a dog barking, you hear.
Too busy putting on perfume.
Yeah, your senses are scrambled because of Charlotte's
Yeah,
perfume.
I'm choking on the cloud of perfume.
It says you
Yes.
also faintly hear it for just a moment, and then it just like trails off.
Can I pinpoint the rough direction of where it's coming from?
Unfortunately, not. It's weird. It's like it's either bouncing off all the walls or it's just coming from somewhere entirely different.
I'm gonna try and hop over here.
I hear it, but I
You don't
can't
need to
for the
hop
life of
over.
me
There's
tell me
little.
where it's coming from.
But she's
There's a little
bouncy.
plane.
She
Okay,
has
she's
to do the
bouncy.
hop.
You also have to let me know whenever you are gonna use that lantern again, Norman.
Oh, this is a bridge? Yeah. I'm going to turn the lantern on again, and I'm going to point it to the right. Oh, I have to use that as not.
Yeah.
Just keep in check.
Wait, there's stairs over here.
You want to see where they lead?
Where?
To the left. Of where
I'm
you're-
going to rotate to the left. I'm sorry, Duo.
Here we go.
You do indeed see multiple staircases, each giving a 5-foot incline going upwards.
Does it look like an exit? Maybe?
Unclear.
Okay. Okay. Well, not sure I want to do this. I'm imagining sneaking with a bright light on myself with the rapier is probably a bad idea.
Someone
right?
shining a flashlight behind you.
Yeah. Okay. Well. I don't see too much.
Yeah, just take up the rear alongside Vegas and Aspen. You may update. Like, yay.
Oh, there's a boat in the sewer.
Hmm.
Vanya, make me perception check.
Wait, where did we leave Ignatius?
He's over here.
Oh, okay.
I'm moving his token.
There's a
Anyways.
21.
Let's see. Okay. You notice that the water, the very top of this incline, is moving. Kind of like how you saw before, but the shape is much, much bigger.
There's something big.
As you notice it, it is going to lunge out of the water in an attempt to bite you. It will not get advantage because you did notice it.
Oh,
Sewer
dear.
croc. Ah!
Nothing's huge.
Sewer Gator!
Oh, that
The
still
stars
hits.
align.
Oh, reflects.
Hence,
Nay.
Hold on. I don't know why it's rolling at advantage. No, stop rolling that. God damn it. Okay. I'm assuming that was gonna hit.
Yeah, the 16 definitely hit.
Okay.
My AC is 15.
Alright. You're gonna take 5 points of damage.
Ow, 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 ow.
There we go. And, see, you're grappled by it.
Oh.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh.
Got the little mouse in its jaws.
The worst
Eat
thing
a
is
snack.
this thing is twice my size. I am small, it is
And
large.
We're gonna roll initiative.
Sweet God.
You didn't think I was gonna, like, leave a
Bad
sewer
roll.
gator out of this.
No, I
No,
would have been
that's
disappointed
pretty,
if you did.
That's pretty efficient of you.
It was a fish.
Oh no.
Vegas. Nice. Alright, a ski. You're watching just at the peak of your vision, a very large creature emerging from the waters and grabbing Vanya.
What is it with the dungeon and all of these creatures? Anyways, she's going to cast...
Anywho.
Probably... say another just chill touch for now, since there are others hopefully within striking range. Minimum damage!
Well, luckily it's not resistant, so the damage takes effect.
Hey! So there we go. So that's something. I think she's gonna keep doing her trick, just for funsies at this point. And
Alright.
she's gonna go 1, and how tall is the ceiling here?
Over on this section, it's closer to like 15 feet each.
Alright, she is going to go up 10 feet
Alright.
onto the wall to try to be out of reach of the La Criatura. And that
Smart.
is where she is going to be staging her attack.
Dios mío, la criatura.
Dude.
Alright. Aspen.
Need to do the measure.
Unfortunately, you will have to, you're big enough, actually. You can climb up these surfaces without too much problem. Most other people are gonna have to go around through the stairs.
But I believe I do not have the movement. So the best I can probably do is, without standing in the water, is probably get a bit there. Which is unfortunate. So Aspen will reach under their cloak and whip out a javelin and throw it at the crocodile.
Okay. It's a good thing you got closer, because if you threw from the bottom, it would get half cover from the incline. 20 will hit. 7 points of damage as this spear, or this javelin, flies straight up and just pins right into its shoulder blade. It is still gripping onto Vanya pretty tightly.
Release the mouse.
Second time.
And that's my turn.
Alright, Charlotte.
Alright. Doing the best I can. Doing the best I can. Let me look at my capabilities here. Alright, I have a thing. I have a spell that's ready. Let me see the range of this thing. Oh, it's enough. I have the spell command.
Ooh.
It
And
has,
the order is going to be to drop it. Just drop.
Alright.
it has to be able to understand.
The stars align.
Oh.
It made a natural 20.
Portents.
It doesn't understand, so it wouldn't work.
To a creature, you
It would only understand if the command came from like a ski, because
It doesn't
ovines
understand
can't talk
if
to
it
animals
doesn't
like that.
understand your language.
I have speak with
or-
animals,
Yes.
but yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have
Noted.
command.
It rolled a natural
Well,
20 regardless.
Well, I tried. Give him hell, Ignatius.
Is he even in range? Because
Ignatius can fly.
30 feet though, right?
40.
Oh, okay.
10, 15. Yeah, they just literally fly up to here. Just across the stairs. No problem.
Good.
Dragon things.
Because I'm in trouble.
Oh no.
Haha, I am in danger.
A nice quick bonk with the mace. And a quick slash with the tail.
Oh,
and
no.
the tail is gonna miss.
Goodbye. I'm going into the fucking water with this thing.
Alright. Let's see. You are grappled, so your speed is 0. That is more or less it. So, yeah, it is going to attempt to move away with you. Set, you
Back
get
up,
an attack
maybe.
opportunity, yeah.
Please kill it, please.
That hits.
Max damage.
Oh! Huge amount of damage
Wow.
as it attempts to
Nope.
flee, and you manage to jab
Hell
your
yeah,
sword
hell yeah.
right between its jaw and its skull and kill it on the spot. And Vanya is released from its grip.
Crawling out the water, just. Thank you. Ow.
Anytime. Ah,
I'm fascinated by these bouts of non-creativity from the dungeon.
Vanya, you need to be with someone. You need anyone. You said stay with Vanya.
If people weren't shining lights on me constantly, I might be able to sneak. But no. Let the loud ones go first. Let the ones with the lights shine it all over the person that's good at hiding. She's getting
looks
visibly
like-
annoyed.
Meanwhile, a ski just like peers around the corner and says, I think there is something else ahead.
Can I reclaim my javelin?
Yes, it's no problem.
Charlotte's gonna show off her lantern then. Not even say anything.
It's like none of you know. Trust my skills.
Can I
or
do
anything.
my
Oh.
silly little peek? Or
I
yeah,
trust you,
no,
Vanya.
we're just seeing it.
Yeah, you and Vanya give me perception checks.
Cool.
nice.
I thought I heard a natural 1, but okay, there we are.
That was a natural 20.
Strange noises. Okay. Yeah, 18 and 23. You hear some squeaking coming from around the corner.
I can see some squeaking.
Yeah, you can see some
Rats?
squeakers.
There's some rats, I think.
More simple beasts put in our path. And something tells me it's not going to be just one rat if the collection of spiders from before is anything to go off of.
Yeah.
Can I see this
Vanya,
absolute swarm?
on the edge, you don't see a swarm. You see a big rat.
Oh, it's
It's about you in size, just not.
What the fuck?
Just not. It is a
No.
quiet,
Yeah, it's
minded
a quiet.
beast.
Yeah. Okay. That's a really big rat.
Doesn't make all the rules, perchance.
I don't know. I've
I'm
not
just
met
a
many
reference.
rats. Vegas, let's go get it.
Oh yeah.
Just an old folk tale.
Running
don't
up
worry.
Right.
to.
I just want to. No, I'm going to like walk up to this thing
Okay.
Because
It
like,
hisses at
how
you.
big? All right. Can I like shoo it off? Can I like sort of like and, like, sort
Intimidation
of, like,
check.
kick at it? Yeah.
Oh my god.
As
It's not that big.
Charlotte
It's
comes
as
up
big
with
as
the light,
me.
you notice
It's not that big.
there are more big rats.
Well, just like, are they being territorial?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so what do you need me to make?
Yeah, intimidation. You
Intimidate.
try to scare them off.
Yeah. True.
Can I? Oh, I was going to ask if I could aid in that since I am
Would
able
you
to
like to?
directly communicate.
I did roll that very quickly. Would you like to? I don't know if that's allowed.
What are you doing to aid?
I would use Mind for Beasts to directly be able to communicate with them and threaten them verbally.
Intelligence and aware is limited by their intelligence. Dependent animals can give information about what they've seen. Boy.
Yeah, this is a special Ovine thing. I can just speak to animals anytime, 24/7.
Okay. What do you say?
On Skype all the
I
time.
am going to say there are a lot more of us than there are of you. If you know what's good, you are going to run now.
The rat that is closest to you speaks back. Of course, nobody else can hear this. Just a ski. There's lots of you, but you're not as bad as the big one.
Oh no!
We have our own big one, and it is bigger than you can imagine.
Aspen steps around the corner.
Yeah, as Ignatius flaps over.
Go ahead and make that intimidation check a second time. We'll count that as the advantage.
Me? Got it.
Yep. Since you're the one that was being threatening.
Damn, really?
That's 14.
Ooh, 14. Alright, dang.
That's enough that they do skitter back a little bit, but they do continue to hiss at you.
I hiss back.
Hisses back louder.
Those are
Yeah.
really big rats.
I'm a really big rat.
And they keep talking about a big one of them, presumably bigger than any of the others.
Vanya's actually looking kind of unsettled by how big these rats are. Because they're as big as her. Are they on all fours as big as her? Or
They're
would that
all
be
on
at
all
least-
fours, but they're a little bit shorter than you when they're on their four
They're
legs.
so massive.
Yeah,
It's
like
pretty big.
a cat.
I could ride these things, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
To battle!
Alright, should I
Rat
continue
cavalry.
shooing them off?
Yeah.
Alright, I
It
proceed.
seems that they are at least intimidated by us without their big one around.
As Charlotte steps closer, Vanya's gonna turn to her and say, sorry about snapping at you.
No, it's understandable. It's sometimes light is good, and sometimes I understand being in the dark. I've worked with someone like you before.
No. It doesn't mean I can just be like that to you. That's not fair to you. You were doing it for the best.
You're alive, and that's what matters.
That's
Yeah.
a whirlpool over there.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cryptus.
I'll make sure we make
I
it out
saw
of this
that when we
Yeah.
were coming from the other direction.
As you were getting closer, you were definitely hearing noises of the large whirlpool, like formation.
Wait, hold on. I've heard a myth about this. And Vegas fishes a gold coin out of his pocket.
I'm actually gonna step back behind Charlotte, sheath the rapier. I'll turn the light off because I can do that apparently. So,
I'm gonna jump over to the other side of the.
and I'd like to take a stealth check, please.
Okay.
Intentionally staying out of Charlotte's light.
Do I need to do athletics again?
Yes, athletics. You're fine.
Would I get advantage because of the darkness?
Yeah.
Didn't roll advantage. Give me a sec.
Roll again.
22.
22.
You're fine. You are
Okay.
stealthed.
I take my single gold coin and I toss it into the whirlpool. And I make
Okay.
a wish.
All right. What do you wish for?
I wish for 2 gold coins, so it would be like I got a coin back.
Make me a perception check.
Uh-oh.
Specifically,
If this was
Vegas.
our way to get a fucking wish spell, and you just use
That would be
man.
fucking insane.
Meets beats.
Uh-huh.
You see, you toss your coin in, and with the light from the lantern, you can see it shining as it's pulled into the whirlpool. And as it descends lower, you notice there's something else shining in there. There are 2 shiny objects now.
No way, is that 2 coins?
Harry then goes diving in to retrieve them.
No, but I do. Holy shit. Sorry, there was just, so I communicated to the group, hey, there's like treasure down there. Pointing into the whirlpool.
Vegas, do you have your
should go
bar of
get-
soap back on the wagon?
I was gonna give it to you. As a gift.
I'm
Just
going to give
gonna
you
do
something as a gift, and I'm going to get out... What's the item I have? You always be prepared. Charlotte delves. I have rope.
Rope.
There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way you're going in.
No,
Without-
not without a lifeline.
Yeah.
Before
I'm good.
Charlotte, before you trot off, you get a metallic kind of feeling against your arm, and you get past a grappling hook.
I'm going to... Let me check
Well,
my
be
inventory,
my
actually.
guest, as long as you don't mind the chance of a watery demise. They say that drowning is one of the most terrible ways to go.
Charlotte is...
I'm afraid of it.
Charlotte's going to reach her bag and pull out her own grappling hook. Always ready.
I don't fucking know about this, guys.
If you don't want to do it, then we'll stop.
Gao doesn't want to get dunked like in Heckna.
I'm having flashbacks. I don't want to fucking like.
If this was
perish.
Bembo, he would absolutely go in, but not Vegas.
No, you know what? I put one of Gilead's fishes on the inside of Vegas's hat model, so I should do it.
Alright, so how are we doing this?
So let's tie the rope around me.
All right, and then we'll put the hook like into one of the stones, but have some people holding the rope.
Yeah, have
So we have
the
an anchor.
strongest- Have the
Memories
strongest
of
people at
dying
the back.
wish.
Yeah, right.
You could have Aspen just sit on the rope.
We'll put him at the back.
Aspen is
Anyway,
also across from you all.
So how deep is the pool?
The pool's about 5 feet.
Oh,
It did not go deep. The whirlpool is pulling towards a
it's-
central point.
It's like a sewer
We should-
grate.
we should still do that though, in case you get
Well, no,
pulled in
yeah,
and
just in
drowned.
case. I mean, fucking knights have drowned in puddles in history
Yep.
because they had nobody to help them
It's
stand
true.
back up. But anyway, yeah, we'll tie the lifeline and I'll step in.
You
Okay.
can drown in only a few inches of water.
Additionally, before I step in, I take off my hat and I hand it to a set. I don't know, just being cautious. I don't want to trip over.
You should try it on.
Yeah,
He said
absolutely
totally
try
puts
it
it
on.
on.
How's that work with your ears?
Your ears just go into the hat.
Yeah, there's enough space
Yeah.
in there.
Oh my god.
And he says, breathtaking, and then he steps into the water.
Disadvantage
Okay.
on hearing checks now.
Alright,
Just fingerguns and poses a little.
alright, Vegas, make me a...
Athletics check.
No, make me
Damn.
a strength saving throw.
That's fair.
Would it have advantage at all?
No.
Ah.
Nice.
18 is enough. You are able to resist the pulls of the water, and are able to get closer towards the center. Are you going to reach in and try and retrieve your coin or the other object?
First, I'm gonna retrieve the other object.
Okay. Yeah, you should be able to do this. You made the save. You reach in and you grab a hold of it, and as you take notice, there's no drain here.
So the water's just kind of like dipping
it's
into
being-
the floor.
It's being pulled towards this surface and towards this object, and you pull the object up, and it's a key. And as you remove it, the whirlpool begins to grow a little bit more hostile as the water forms together into a large, hideous creature.
What?
No! I paid!
And we're gonna roll initiative.
Ah!
10 minutes before the end.
We'll pause in the middle.
Okay, we're rolling good. Oh, I know one of these.
See, if you'd failed to save, it immediately popped out and attacked you.
That's fair. I sure am glad I rolled initiative very poorly.
That's one of my better initiative rolls.
I've been rolling kind of bad this session.
Yeah, my initiative roll's been garbage in particular.
I found a key though, I'm
Alright.
glad for that.
That's like 5 nat ones for me this session. I think I've absorbed your
Alright.
luck.
Aspen, you're up.
5 foot deep, he said.
5 feet deep, yep. You will have to make a strength save if you enter into the water near it, as it is still an active whirlpool.
It's not difficult terrain, is it?
At the moment, it is. Yes, wading through the water is difficult terrain.
You know what? We're gonna have Aspen jump in the water
Okay.
just to get in melee range with this thing.
Alright, strength saving throw. That beats. Yeah, you're fine.
Cool. And I would like to range.
Alrighty.
Just gonna find the button for it. Hold on.
Wait, is
Should be
the
under
rope still
features.
tied to Aspen?
The rope
It
was
never-
being
It was
yeah.
over here, yeah.
The rope was on
my
this
mistake.
side.
I thought y'all like tied the end to Aspen since they're the heaviest.
No, we're on this side. The rope Aspen was in the other.
Either way.
Yeah, so Aspen just jumps in with this sort of like determined noise and swinging the axe while fucking up to the chest in water.
Yeah, all the strength dump characters were on the other side.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
Ooh.
natural 20.
Oh, there we
Nice.
go.
Let's go.
Big, big, big.
Oh my god.
Ooh, 19 points of
19
damage as
damage.
you cut into this thing, and most of this water ends up landing off onto the side pavements.
That'd
And
be 21 because of the rage bonus.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
It never tracks up.
there we go. Yeah, you inflicted a terrible amount of damage to it with that blow, and it's looking furious.
Well,
Okay, that'll be my turn.
All right, its turn. All right.
That can't possibly have
It's.
repercussions.
I mean, after that, it's definitely gonna hit you. It is going to attempt to reach out and restrain you. Ah, a natural one.
Failing miserably.
Completely
Hee-hoo.
misses. Very lucky. No attempts of drowning this turn.
Big fan of not drowning.
Charlotte.
All right, Sacred Flame.
I'm a not drowning enthusiast.
7 if they fail. Aww.
15.
Yeah, I tried. That's my turn.
Alright. Vanya, you're hidden.
Charlotte, where's your crossbow?
It's called vibe checking to see for radiant damage. But anyway, next turn. Your
No,
turn.
No. Where is your? I'm asking where it is.
Yeah, I think that was a literal question.
I have it.
Yeah. Is it on your hip? Is it on your back? Where is it?
I think.
Oh!
I think it's being looted from you.
It's on my belt. It's on my back. Yeah.
It's just a crossbow, just a normal crossbow.
Light crossbow. Yep.
Shit. Never mind. I'm gonna step here, and I'm gonna throw a dagger.
Okay. At advantage because you were hidden.
Yeah. Where is it? Wait. Oh, there you are. It's not letting me roll advantage, so I'm gonna roll again just in case. 24 for the first.
Okay. That hits. 5 damage plus sneak attack.
Sneak attack. And then I'm gonna bonus action hide again.
Damage.
Alright, stealth check. You're ahead.
So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then 30. I'm gonna end my turn there.
Oh. So, retroactive. You managed to get off the hit. After the hit, you notice that even with your hiding, it's tracking your movement with its head. It has blind sight.
Oh no! No!
I did not know that until now.
She just like, curses as it's following her.
It's making a weird, watery hissing noise. It sounds awful.
You know, yeah, shooting an arrow at this guy.
Alright. 17 hits. 9 damage as the arrow connects and manages to seemingly chunk out another portion of this. It's almost like this creature made of water is not the same as the water that it is existing in.
Well, good news, but also that's my turn.
Oh, good. So it isn't perfect chaos yet.
Yeah.
Alright, Vegas.
Alright. I accept this challenge, even though I paid for the key.
Okay.
Cool. Misery for you.
It's so loud.
I'm sorry. Do I need to turn it down, or
You-
is it like?
Yes.
No, that makes it so much funnier.
No,
A little
I would
down.
definitely go and edit it after this.
I'll tweak it later. Yeah, sorry. About
It doesn't
that.
need to. It needs to just be turned down to like I think a third more.
Yeah,
I'm so
it's
sad that I've rolled my first
it's
two
funny.
nat 20s this session, and then my save file's too quiet.
okay. Anyway, yeah, that's my turn.
All right, make me a strength save because you're ending your turn in the whirlpool.
Okay,
Eh.
not a problem.
Gosh,
Nice.
immune.
I did not skip leg day once in my life.
All right. Ignatius is going to, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he can just hover. He doesn't even have to touch the water. Special boy.
Show off.
Quite literally.
Truly.
God,
This is exactly
specialist
how he would
favorite.
do it. 15 will hit. 8 points of damage. Let's see. Not going to burn any of his spells. Instead, we are going to make the natural weapons second attack. Dirty 15. For 9 more points of damage, as this thing is starting to wither down and is not looking like it's holding up that much more. A ski.
Well, in that case, it's absolutely not worth a spell slot, so, you know what time it is.
Crit chunked its health pretty hard.
Aspen out here just saying, I know how to cut some water up.
Aww.
Oh, natural 2's gonna miss, though.
This is so sad. Well, already I feel pretty safe over here, so bye.
Alright, Aspen.
Aspen's just like wildly swinging the axe at this thing.
Alright. 21's gonna hit.
12.
10 plus 2. Oh, so close. It's still up.
Oh. I don't think there's anything else I can do, and I don't have any bonus
It
attacks.
is on its last legs.
Just a real quick check in case I have anything bonus, but I don't think so. What I should have done is reckless attacked it, but no. Okay, I'll have to end my turn.
Alright.
Do you need me to do a strength test because of the whirlpool?
Yes.
Is that an advantage because of danger sense? Or
No, it's an advantage because of
rage?
rage. Yeah.
Rage, yes.
Which
You passed
I
it either
think
way.
you're fine.
I need to know how to make an advantage.
Hold Alt when you click the button.
Oh, okay.
Alright, it is, again, because you've been beating the hell out of it, it is going to try and grab you.
That's fair, honestly.
Just missing. It is trying so hard. Charlotte, see if you can put it down.
All right, another sacred flame. Hope for the best.
I
Let's
believe.
see who gets the killing blow on this thing.
6.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Weird.
Why did it die?
It
I
should
don't
not
know.
take. Yeah, that's a save or suck.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Alright.
Yeah, end
yeah.
of turn. Just tell Vanya, go.
We just know it has CHP or less.
Oh, God.
Alright.
You said this is 5 foot deep water.
Yes.
I am not getting.
No, you also have to make the save, too.
I'm not in the water, so that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw my last dagger at it and hope. for the
Random
best.
bullshit, go. Natural 19.
And the damage.
How would you like to do this?
The
Yeah.
dagger just goes. So it's like whipping its head around, looking at everybody, right? So the dagger just kind of goes straight into one of its watery eyes and out through the other side.
Alright.
Maybe clattering off of Ignatius's chest plate or something.
The dagger afterwards falls harmlessly into the water as the water weird dies and the whirlpool ceases. You now have in your possession, Vegas, one key that reads on it. Shit, did I put the name on it?
Well, that fits in a key.
1 second. See, that's that one. You have a key in your possession that is labeled Beta. And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Is that some sort of tongue-in-cheek joke?
Nope.
I'm getting early access to something.
You'll have to
yeah,
figure out.
dungeon.
You guys did kind of just stroll on through.
There's a lot more of this place, it looks like, so.
Yep.
There's also maybe some things you missed.
We could backtrack, maybe.
So, I mean,
Oh, I
We'll see how
intend
this goes.
to discover the whole map.
but yes, that's where the session will end tonight. Hopefully we'll have Priest a bit more consistently, and hopefully Fiola's internet doesn't die again.
Yeah.
Let's hope and pray.
Alrighty, folks. Thanks.
Right.
Thanks for running, Duo. That was great.
Of course.
Mhm.
Yep,
I hope
See
you
y'all
enjoyed the
next time.
little shadow dungeon I have here.
I
Yeah.
don't
Fun
want to
times
get.
ahead.
I don't
Shadow
want to get
Dungeon money
kidnapped
game.
by a gator, please. That would be very bad.
We should maybe check on that gator score, see if there's anything there.
We could.
Like I said, there's a lot you guys just kind of like breezed on past, so we'll see how long it takes.
All right.
Good night, nerds.
Good night,
Yeah.
folks.
Alright, bye.
See ya.
Hey, Duo. Lavs.
That's